Bless all of us, Lord. Thank you for this new year. Thank you for our new King Charles. And thank you for everyone who are here. We need your wisdom. We need your strength. Without you, we can't do anything. We need your blessing, Lord. Bless all of us, Lord. Lead us and guide us to work together. Give us unity. And I pray for global peace during this war situation. I pray for global healing during this pandemic. I pray for good health of everyone. Bless us in this new year, Lord. Give us your blessing. We need you. Without you, we can't do anything. Guide us and lead us in the whole meeting. I pray for our founder of Yes You Can International. I pray for all moderators, all speakers, all participants, and I pray for everyone who are here, Lord. Bless us, Lord. Thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. May the Lord increase you in wisdom and increase your strength. Right. I think we need to go straight because I can't see my person to do my opening speech, but without any. Okay. Let's start with this, and
Create
then
a
I will.
personal story that is unimaginable. Do you want to learn to restore and reconnect your relationships? Do you want to live the happiest life you could ever dream of? Do you want to create wealth? It all starts with the right mindset. Elizabeth Lucas of Olalu has a tremendous amount of wisdom to share to assist you in living your best life possible. She is an award-winning inspirational and transformational speaker, writer, coach, and entrepreneur extraordinaire who inspires people worldwide with her personal story. For many years, her passion has been inspiring and empowering and transforming lives and relationships. For her clients, mindset is everything. Elizabeth believes everyone can become, achieve, be fulfilled, be successful, and be happy with the right positive mindset. Also, having the right attitude, resilient and willing to change, are important aspects of personal growth. Living life with determination, diligence, and having positive thinking and working hard can lead to a successful life you never dreamed of. She believes people can build deeper and healthy relationship with awareness of greater love, better understanding of ourselves and others, marriage and positioning. And it is possible to rebuild broken trust and relationship, promoting and empowering relationship and family. In her businesses, she enjoys coaching, mentoring, and supporting women, young married couples, and young adults. She believes this can transpire in relationships, families, friendship, success, and prayer. She also has a company in which she creates personal, intentional, and inspirational customized gifts. She has created thousands of unique and unusual, memorable, creative, personalized, and inspirational gifts for all tastes and budgets. Elizabeth Creations has taken the idea of creative gifts to a whole new level, with the innovative concept of actually buying minutes of time from the past, present, or future. Elizabeth has a motivation and passion for business, which led her to obtain an honors degree in business. Create a personal story that is unimaginable. Legend Award for Community and Humanity. Currently, she is the Managing Director of Elizabeth Creations Limited, Director of Tokens Limited, founder of Yes You Can International. She is the UK Chief Bureau Editor of an American magazine, Okins Group magazine, and an exceptional award-winning author of Yes, You Can. Featured in national press NBC, ABC, and Fox News, other magazines including Business Magazine. She is also an acclaimed author who writes in her book how she has failed several times and bounced back, overcome all adversities, challenges, financially, physically, emotionally, abuses, and trauma, and come up stronger. She has turned all her situations from impossible to possible and from negative to positive, and believes anyone can do too. and she is determined to help others as well. One of her missions is to support youths, women, families, individually, locally, and internationally, offline and online through media and resources, gifts, products, workshops, seminars, and speaking engagements to change their mindset, discover, develop, manifest their gift, build deeper relationship, and maintain, restore, and reconnect relationship, and families manage their emotions and be free and be happy, learn to forgive themselves and others, learn to love themselves and love others. Create roadmap for the youth for the future. Her latest book, Yes, You Can, is about her personal experiences and stories and how she used simple principles to become who she is today and what she has achieved so far. Also, how her personal life and her relationships have been transformed. She is a living testimony and permit her to share some of what people have testified about her in her book. In all her businesses and business ventures, Elizabeth puts forth her own inspirational personal touch. This makes her unique talents and products motivational tools that everyone can benefit from.
Sorry about all this connection and everything that is going on around us, but we will continue to do what we need to do because we are a great leader and we can do great things no matter the challenges. Nothing can stop us, nothing can hinder us, and we are moving forward. Professor Charles, I called you earlier on. I guess your connection wasn't great. That is why you didn't hear us when we call you. Anyway, without wasting much of your time, because we have so many people, so many great guests of honor joining us today, all our distinguished speakers and our leaders, they are all joining us today. So I won't waste much of your time, but let me quickly acknowledge all our patrons and matrons before we start anything today. Okay, so I will first of all start with my own husband, my wonderful husband, Honorable Dr. King Femi Lucas Afolalu. He's with us. He's going to join us shortly. We also have Professor Engineer King Onyeche Promise Obina, Eze Ikema Akurusi Ancient Kingdom, Rivers State and National President of Nitrogen in Nigeria. We also have His Excellency Ambassador Professor Sir King Clyde River from USA, and he's also our patron. We have Oba Adeyinka Adeshino Abata Obawale, also Oluoje of Oje Mpetu of Gaduma Yoruba Community of Kogi State of Nigeria. We also traveled to India to get our patrons there, as Dr. Rajal Padijite from India, the chairman of YYCI Humanity in the United International Royal Council, and also the director and CEO of TimeIndiaTV.com. We also have our very own Bishop Nelson Percy. We also have our national matrons. We have Her Excellency Dr. Queen Nadia Harari. We have Her Excellency Professor Queen Vijay Caroline. We have Ambassador Dr. Davin Soa from Dubai. We also have Ambassador Dr. Aika Mahaja and Dr. Jovin Espalabra from Philippines. So these are all our matrons and patrons guiding us, praying for us, leading us, and encouraging us. And we also have some great leaders among us. Some of them are anniversary board members. I also have my own personal mentor on the ground, Professor Charles Ebora, and also Professor TPS Sasikuma is going to join us later. So I joined them to welcome you all to this Yes You Can International Transformational Leadership Conference for January 2023, our first conference of the year. Let me also use this time to acknowledge all our great guests. I want to acknowledge Honorable Her Excellency Betty Speaks from USA. I want to acknowledge Honorable Dr. Corey Hicks from United States, USA. We are having them coming to us. I want to also acknowledge Dr. Von Eric Tandor from Canada. Welcome, sir. I want to also acknowledge even another Honorable Dr. Ikiru Duru from Nigeria. I want to acknowledge Ambassador Bosa. I want to acknowledge Ambassador Sonas Nas. And we want to acknowledge Ambassador Azagir from Pakistan. I want to acknowledge my sister, Ambassador Dr. Patricia Konde, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us today. We want to acknowledge Daniel, Ambassador Daniel Emmanuel. Thank you for joining us. Ambassador Samuel Kamara, thank you so much. I can't mention all the names, but as the time goes on, we will acknowledge you all. Let me also acknowledge Dr. Inga from Georgia, and one of my personal secretary. We will release him quickly because this is their Sabbath day, so he needs to go to church. So let me acknowledge my personal secretary and event conference manager. So Ambassador Alexandra and Page, before you leave, can you quickly just say hi and opening speech quickly, please?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. We'd like to firstly thank God for giving us such a wonderful privilege to come to grace today's occasion. Today is the third day of our Transformational Leadership Conference. Can you get me?
Yes, continue, sorry.
All right. So we'd like to welcome our mother and ambassador and founder, Dr. Elizabeth, to this platform. And I also want to welcome all of our grand patrons and matrons and all of our great speakers and all of our good participants. We say welcome to the three. Feel free, share your thoughts as we all learn from you. Like Dr. Lucas said, that I would not be here all day because I'm going for service. So I hope and pray that all goes well today because God is here. And the form I have reposted in the group chat and also the general group chat. So I actually want to get your feedback on what we are doing so that we can improve in our weakness and so that we can also improve, in our strength. So the form is posted in the group chat here. Kindly take at most, 2 minutes of your time just to fill in the survey form, just for us to get feedback. Thank you very much and enjoy your stay. Fellow ambassadors and speakers, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my personal secretary and event manager, and happy Sabbath. So we can release you now. You can, okay. Before I introduce our very first guest of honor today, sorry, we run out of time, so we didn't start when we're supposed to start. So bear with me, please, for a little bit of lateness. Sometimes it just happened. So I'm so sorry for all our guests of honor. We're still going to be following the time. It's just because everything just didn't start on time today. So before then, let me use this time to introduce my husband. His Excellency Ambassador Dr. King Femi Lucas Afolalu is an award-winning author, mentor, and motivational speaker. He's also the YYCI Global Director, YYCI Grand Patron, and I will just introduce him. So, I will just allow him to come on here so that he can give us his blessing. It's long time he's joined us because he's been busy, but we are so privileged today to have him in our midst. So please bear with me while I Yeah. Mhm. Yes. So you are welcome, sir.
Good. Thank you very much. Good morning. Happy New Year once again. We thank God that we know the beginning of 2022 now. We finished well, and this is another beginning of the year 2023. And I have that belief in God that it's going to be a year of protection for every individual and your household. It's going to be a year of joy. It's going to be a year of achievement. And I believe that whatever you lay your hands on, you will finish well in the mighty name of Jesus. This is just the beginning of another year, and I will advise individuals to how to make sure that you work with your resolution. Because when you work with your resolution, at the end of it, when you look back, you'll be able to say, wow, look at what God has done. It may be tough initially, but no, there's nothing in life that is easy, but everyone have to be diligent, you have to be patient, and you have to move on. Because when these three things follows, at the end of it, we have the glory to glorify God. And I really appreciate you. Yes, the time is so precious, but even it is very surprising to me that you can still have time to come and do it, to come and participate, to come and hear your own feel about how you understand about life. Personally, I really appreciate it. And I believe you are not doing this thing just for YYCI alone. You are doing it globally because you have really touched a lot of many lives. And those lives that you have touched, they will never, ever forget you. And as well as everyone is concerned, I really appreciate you. And I give God the glory on your behalf. And I thank you that whatever you say, whatever you do, and whatever step you are taking for the year 2023, God Almighty, in his mercy, in his glory, in his favor, in his illumination and power, will direct your ways. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. And God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is another powerful opening speech from my husband, Dr. King Femi Lucas Afolalu. So without wasting much of your time, I would like to introduce to you our first speaker, our first guest of honor, and that is Honorable Dr. Corey Hicks from USA. Dr. Corey is motivational speaker and author. Dr. Corey Hicks is a speaker, author, and a 20-plus year pharmaceutical professional. As a former All-America decathlon athlete turned biotech regional medical director with over 23 years as a successful healthcare advocate and motivational speaker, Dr. Hicks has inspired thousands nationally and internationally. Dr. Hicks' topics range from health and wellness, leadership, stress management, emotional intelligence, and self-empowerment. Dr. Corey Hicks is a former 3-time NCAA All-American decathlete, maybe you can tell, in tracks and field, a former 1996 Olympic hopeful, a 2009 KSU Hall of Fame inductee, a 2-times author, 2029 Bragg Magazine Influencer of the Season, and 2020 Global Motivational Award recipient. Dr. Corey Hicks holds a BS in Education from Kentucky State University, and so many that we can talk about our guest of honor today. Dr. Hicks is the author of Values, Vision, and Versatility, and Vision of Inspiration. The 3 V's has played a significant role in the guidance and transformation of what he was to become and who he is today. He is a living example of the phrase, all things are possible. So we welcome Dr. Corey Hicks to our platform to come and share with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. I have some slides that I would like to share if it's available. Let me see.
Yes, let me just.
Okay.
That's it. Yes, you can share your slides, sir.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Let me see. Okay. All right. So can everyone see? Okay.
Yes, I can see it. Can everyone else see it?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
All right. I'm going to go into, let me go into the slide.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to go right into the slideshow. So today I want to talk about the art of building sustainable relationships. And this topic is, relationship building is kind of near and dear to my heart. I really and truly enjoy the art of building sustainable relationships. And when we think about relationships, we think about sometimes just, the casual relationships that we build, but there's truly an art. And I want to talk about the art of building relationships. This is this is from Marianne Williamson. It says our deepest fear. It says our deepest fear is not that we are not inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, the most frighten us, that most frighten us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And this is so profound because it says that as we are liberated from our own fears, sometimes it's hard to establish relationships because preconceived notions, because of our own fears. But once we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So when we look at relationships, as leaders, it's hard to talk about relationships without talking about authentic leaderships, because as leaders, it's up to us, through our authentic leadership in order to establish or create an atmosphere that's conducive to form relationships. Now it says authentic leadership is defined as a pattern of a leader's behavior that draws upon and promotes positive psychological capacities and a positive ethical climate. So we have to create the environment in order for relationships to flourish. It assists in fostering greater self-awareness, internalized morale, perspective, balanced processing of information, and relational transparency. Transparency is a key word when we're talking about forming relationships on a part of leaders working with followers, fostering positive self-development. Now, when we talk about the conceptions of relationships through leadership, we have many forms of leadership, and through the leadership, these are the relationships that we look to form. Some look to form relationships through exercising power. Some do it through gaining and exercising the privileges of high status, being the boss, in terms of a relationship, task orientation through leadership, establishing relationships, taking care of people. Some people through leadership look to take care of people, in terms of that's the reason why they form the relationships. Empowerment, providing moral leadership, and then the last one, providing and working towards a vision. But when you think about the new leadership theory, and I saw this mentioned earlier on the flyer, we talked about the transformational theory. And looking at transformational theory, I love it because it says that leaders inspire individuals. They develop trust and they encourage creativity and personal growth. When you're establishing and when you're developing a meaningful, sustainable relationship, those are the type of things that you would want from an individual that you're developing a relationship with. One that you can develop trust with, one that encourages creativity, meaning they don't stifle you, and then the other one that allows personal growth and development. It says individuals that develop a sense of purpose to benefit group organizations or society. This goes beyond their own self-interest and an exchange of rewards of recognition for efforts and loyalty. So this is what you say is a great foundational basis for establishing meaningful relationships, whether it be with husbands, wives, children, families, co-workers, and those that we mentor. There's another one I love here. It says, as a leader needs to know their strengths. And this is so profound because our weaknesses can become liabilities that are dismissed by way of fear, and fear of not understanding, fear of not knowing, fear of not being able to handle situations that stand before us. But as a great leader, in order to establish a meaningful relationship, again, a leader needs to know their strengths, as a carpenter knows their tools, or as a physician knows the instruments at her disposal or his disposal. Great leaders have in common, what great leaders have in common is that each truly knows their strengths and can call on the right strength at the right time. And this explains why there's no definitive list of characteristics that describes all leaders. Now, when we talk about traits and skills of an effective relationship builder, I love this. Communication is key. You have to be able to communicate. It says good communication skills are required at every level of business, but leaders must possess outstanding. It didn't say, mediocre, but it says outstanding communication skills. Luckily, this is a skill that can be learned. So this is a learned behavior. But when we are establishing meaningful relationships, this is one of the things that's paramount. Motivating. If you're going to develop a relationship, it's great to develop a relationship with someone that can really and truly encourage you. So motivating teams, inspiring others is the mark of an effective leader. Motivation is best done by example and guidance, not issuing commands, not do as I say, but do as I do. Team building is another thing. Putting together strong teams that work well is another trait of a great leader. When you're able to develop great relationships, you are able to sometimes manage without authority, or influence without authority, because sometimes there's no dotted line responsibility. And again, that could be with family members, that could be with friends. You influence without authority, but that's a gift and a talent to be able to do so. Risk-taking. You learn how to assess risk and run scenarios that will help you make better decisions. Great leaders take the right risks at the right time. And then lastly, vision and goal setting. It's a key. Anything that you do, you have to have a vision in order to see yourself in a moment of greatness, in order to see the outcome. It said a team depends on its leader to tell them where they are going, why they are going, and how they're going to get there. This is so profound, but you have to, and it's a saying, I love it. It says, leaders cast a vision and managers facilitate the logistics. But as a leader, you have to be able to cast a vision for others to follow. Now, as we talk about this, because I really and truly love it, because again, sometimes when we think about relationships, we just think about those that happen platonically, those that happen without a plan. And sometimes we ruin relationships because we don't understand the mechanics behind the scenes that help us to develop and grow fruitful, sustainable relationships, but a lot of that happens through emotional intelligence. You know, you can be the person, you can have an IQ that's out of this world, but if you don't have EQ, EQ is empathy, sympathy, understanding of those of others. Those are the things that help us to sustain and understand the way people think so that we can empathize and we can sympathize. And again, we have an understanding not just of our needs, but of the needs of others as well. So when we think about that, emotional intelligence, it says emotional intelligence refers to the capacity for recognizing our own feelings and those of others. If you're going to develop meaningful relationships, it's not just about you, but it has to be about others, and those others for motivating ourselves and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationship. Now, I love this because it talks about what are the key components of EQ: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. When you're developing and building sustainable relationships, self-awareness, emotional self-awareness, you have to have that. You know, sometimes we can't be all over the board if we want to form relationships. If we're high one day, low one day, individuals can't count on us. They don't know what to expect from us. It's hard to develop a relationship with an individual that doesn't have emotional self-awareness. Self-management, again, emotional self-control. You have to be able to adapt to not some, but any and all situations. Achievement orientation, and have a positive outlook, because things won't always be the way that we want them to be. Social awareness, I spoke about empathy and sympathy for others, organization awareness. And then when we look at relationship management, being able to influence, again, influence sometimes without authority, to coach and mentor individuals. These are the people that, you know, when a relationship is formed, they thrive because you're able to influence, coach, and mentor. You're able to deal with conflict resolution, things that happen around them, things sometimes that individuals have no control of, but because you have the skill sets in order to do conflict management, you are able to have a sustainable relationship. And then teamwork, and then lastly, inspirational leadership. So here it talks about emotional intelligence. It says the ability to sense, understand, and effectively apply the power of acumen of emotions as a source of human energy, information, connection, and influence. That's powerful and it's saying a lot. But again, through EQ, we're able to control our emotions. We're able to not just consider ourselves, but we're able to consider the emotions and thoughts and things of other individuals that are around us. Now, people with high EQ, what, you know, if we had to define it, who are these individuals? They know.
Honorable Dr. Corix, can you
Yeah.
round up, please? Because time is going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. Yes,
So
please.
I'm going to close this out. They know who they are. They know what they need to take care of themselves. They know who others are within their own context, and they know how they need to manage the impact of others. What EQ is not, and I'm just going to run through this quickly: letting your feelings run rampant, being nice regardless of what happens to you, specific to gender, genetically fixed. IQ, we spoke about that, and about anger management. But lastly, what I want to leave you with is conclusion: our ability to establish, to develop, and sustain meaningful relationships starts with our ability to strengthen our greatest weaknesses. So thank you so much. I hope this has been something that people can take, they can apply to their daily lives. And I greatly appreciate the opportunity, Dr. Elizabeth Lucas, for being here. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is really full information we've gained from your speech today. So now you can see the way we are operating at YYCI International, because you're asking me so many questions. So thank you so much thank you for even sharing the slides, because I know you've really prepared yourself. Normally we don't allow slides, but because you're one of our guests of honor, we want you to, and this is your first time of joining us. So we really want to squeeze you a little bit so that we can get as much as we can because we don't know if you can come back to us again. So we have to seize that opportunity. Right. Right. Thank you so much, Dr.
No, thank you. Thank you, sir.
And we really appreciate all the things that you have given unto us. And we are recording it on the YouTube, YYCI TV YouTube channel, for everyone to join, subscribe, and watch it again and again to grab it, all the informations, and also to be inspired. We are here to transform our lives and to impart into other people's life. That is why we are leaders. So that is why we've been encouraging great leaders to come and share with us, to listen, and also to gain from them, and they will gain from us. Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Corey. You can see that I'm still working towards my moderating skills, so bear with me. It's not gonna be experts like all our moderators. So now we have our grand patron, our very first grand patron on the platform. And we want to appreciate his presence. We want to appreciate his blessings that he's going to share with us. And we want to appreciate the fact that he's a very, very busy king. His Excellency, His Royal Majesty, King Y.Y.C.I, Promise Obina, the AK Imba. We want to welcome you, sir, to our wonderful conference today. You bless us, sir. So we welcome you to share your blessings. King Y.Y.C.I. Hello, King. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, please. Please unmute yourself, because we want to really pay attention to this great message that our great King is going to share with us. Our King is from Rivers State, Nigeria. She's our patron. He's our patron and our leader, full of wisdom, full of knowledge. He's an educator as well. He's professor, he's an engineer. So please, let's pay attention. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, sir, over to you, King, Professor, Ambassador.
Thank you, Prof. It feels afresh to be with us on this special day, the 7th day of January 2023. I would say, without mincing words, that I've missed you all. I've been so much engaged with my national assignment bordering on oil and gas activities and other ancestral duties for months. And I've been unable to join this very great platform. But however, I am happy we all are together and pushing. I can see my beautiful princess, Professor Nadia. I missed you. I missed every one of us on this platform. And I'm happy we are keeping to the vision and the mission of Yes You Can International. Much royal appreciation to the family of Professor Elizabeth, my own royal ancestral ambassador of Olakwa Grishi Ancient Kingdom. We're always proud of you. We are proud of your vision. We are proud of your sacrifice to humanity in uniting the world towards focusing on the gains and the prospects of leadership. I want to start by saying royal blessings and Happy New Year from the ancestral stool of Ezi Kemba 1, Onishalo Agrishi, in Eche ethnicity, River State, South Nigeria, the West African coast of the African continent. It is a thing of honor and a great privilege to be identified with great minds across the globe. Unity is strength. Our diversities are blessings when it is properly integrated and put into proper use. Whether you're a Black or a white man, our diversities in color, in lingo structure, in attainment, in experiences, are all geared towards perfecting humanity. So whatever capacity you operate as a leader, and an added clearance call to emancipate across globe and to gender love. Yes, you can international. I am so much proud of all the continent representatives across the continents of the world. Those who has been consistent in what you do. Whatever that has to do must be identified with consistency. No one transacts with someone who is not consistent in what he does, be it professionally or otherwise. So as your grand patron, I have you at the bedrock of my heart every day, every week, every month of the year. And you have always been in my prayers when I make my ancestral consultations. All I ask God and the gods of our ancestors is to give us success in whatever we gender ourselves to do. It is not he that willeth, neither he that runneth, but the Lord God Almighty that showeth mercy. So as a leader in your capacity, it is not by your wisdom, it's not by your academic attainment, it is by grace that you perform. And when once you don't identify that grace in your life, this grace is bound to happen. So your ability to identify with the grace that sees you through in your daily activities is an added advantage for you to sustain your leadership. So from Nigeria, I want to say this. The world is going through a very difficult phase. Economic crisis, wars, a lot of things are going down. It is high time leaders go back to the drawing board and redefine the purpose of humanity. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That is sacrifice. And whomsoever that calls him or herself a leader, without having that sacrificial heart, cannot attain quality leadership. I joined the lecture by Dr. Hicks very late, but I picked a word from his concluding part. He said, our ability to grow, nurture, and perfect our healthy relationship or gender a perfect or a near perfect or a healthy relationship with people must be based or is based on our ability to strengthen our weaknesses. So to every man, there is a weakness. To every leader, there is a weakness. But the question is, have you been able to identify your weaknesses? Are your weaknesses taking a toll on your intellectual strength and abilities? This is a very, very critical question. Your weakness as a leader, if not properly checked, leads to your downfall. So in order to perfect, in order to nurture healthier relationships as a leader, when we talk about leadership, it's not only global leaders. or political leaders or social leaders. Leadership at the platform of the familyhood. That is the first point of leadership. As a father, as a mother, as a mentor, in whatever capacity, as a religious leader, as a traditional leader, as a political leader, as an organization leader, wherever you are called upon to exhibit leadership, have you first of all reconscientized yourself? Have you re-examined yourself? Have you been able to readjust on your weaknesses? If you can take a quick lesson from Samson, one of the greatest warriors nature brought to bear, with his natural strength and his vigor of ability, wisdom to conquer nations. A woman, Delilah, brought him down, and that was his weakness. If Samson had discovered that his weakness was Delilah, he wouldn't have been brought down. So he was unable to discover his weakness. And he was very confident of his God-given strength and ability. And he felt he's indestructible. He felt the grace upon his strength can never be surmounted by any. But temptation came and he fell to it. So as a leader, the wisdom to lead is there. The knowledge is also there, because God that appoints you into any leadership position, it's only God that makes a leader. No matter how smart you think you are, if the blessings of God, the Creator, the God Almighty,
Sorry about this. I think it's the connection. And His Excellency King Professor Ambassador Oniche is just sharing with us this morning. I think it's the connection now that is happening. So we will give him a little bit time to see if he can reconnect back. So within the period, okay, so he's going to rejoin us. That's what he's going to do. Okay, within the period, can I quickly call on Dr. Anthony Baxes to quickly speak to us, because he's on his way for an occasion. So, Dr. Anthony Baxter, are you there? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, can you quickly share with us while we bring our patron back? Can you speak to us, please?
All right. So can you hear me, Excellency?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I'm very sorry for my background. It's really noisy right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Again?
please. Yes. Can
All
you?
right. Okay, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yes, You Can International Transformational Leadership Conference with the theme Relationship Matters in 2023 on how to build, maintain, and keep any relationship. My topic is about how to build relationship with the customers, because we all know customer is the lifeblood of all companies. So, but before I proceed, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our dear virtual participants, guests of honors, distinguished global speakers, and to our beloved director and CEO of Yes You Can International, none other than Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth A. Lucas. Please give her a big round of applause. With so much competition in today's global economy, providing exceptional customer service is no longer an added necessity because customers who are not satisfied with that they are treated can easily take their business elsewhere. Whether your business is a multi-million dollar enterprise or one-person operation, customer pay attention to how they are treated. So they are buying more than your product. So consumer will often pay more, drive farther, and inconvenience themselves to do business with a company that coming back time and time again. So customers may first come into your business because of your product, but they will decide to come again based on how sell they see treated. If they are not treated properly, they will go nowhere. So providing exceptional service is accomplished by positively interacting with your customer through effective communication and relationship building. Learning how to treat your customers exceptionally well and will bring about unexpected result. Your customers will become a marketing tool for your business. So today, I will greet this day with love of my heart. And most of all, I would love myself for when I do. I will seriously inspect all things which enter my body, my mind, my soul, and my heart. Yes, we're doing the best thing to our customers. So I would like to share with you one of the best poems that I ever heard. Being success. Success means many wonderful positive things. Success means personal prosperity, a fine home, vacation, travel, new things, and giving your children maximum advantage, etc., etc., etc. Success means freedom, freedom from worries, fears, frustration, and failure. Success means winning. Success, achievement is a goal of life. Thank you and have a great day.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing with us about success and relationship. And thank you for your time because I know you are very busy and you are about to leave or you are already in the meeting place. So thank you so much for sharing with us, Professor Antonio Baghdad. Right, we need to move forward now to the next guest of honor that we have today. In the name of, let me check first. Okay, so our guest of honor for today will be, we've called on him before, but we missed him one way or the other. So we're gonna call him to share with us today, Dr. Von Eric Tandok. Are you here with us?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
So, Doctor, good morning, sir, and Happy New Year. Dr. Von Eric Tandok, Talksmaster from Canada, a professional inspirational speaker, educator, facilitator, and Amazon best-selling author. Dr. Von Eric is a positive influencer, mentor, and coach of public speaking and clarity and confidence building. His work is about the importance of communication, learn the art of public speaking, and confidence in presentation. Dr. Von Eric Tandok is a licensed teacher and had a background in customer service and marketing in the Philippines before moving to Canada in 2008. He's now speaks globally in different platforms, organizations, and schools to share his mission and vision. Please help me welcome Amazon best-selling author, distinguished Toastmaster Von Eric Tandok. You can now speak and share your thoughts with us. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, good morning, everyone from Alberta, Canada. As what mentioned by Dr. Elizabeth, my name is Boneri Tando, and I belong to the biggest organization of the world with regards to leadership and communication, which is the Toastmasters. But I'm here to speak about my experience as customer service specialist way back around 20 years ago because I started as customer and marketing strategist in the Philippines. Then I moved to Canada. That's my background. Now I became a mentor, coach, educator, particularly in the youth leadership program, speechcraft, and building the youth in our community. So I do public speaking, teaching the youth in my community. But right now, our topic is all about building relationship, which is really important. How do we build relationship in our workplace, to our family, to our community, to our neighborhood? Number one, why are they very important? Of course, you need to build and earn mutual trust and respect. That is your number one priority. Next, you need to communicate more openly and honestly. Next one, feeling more relaxed and supported in your work environment. That is how we build relationship at work. Today, I just started in my new work in Alberta Health Services. So Alberta Health Services is a big organization in healthcare. And those what I learned in my experience in customer service, I need to apply it. So I'm meeting new people, new coworkers. That's why I need to build that trust and confidence. Just like now, right? If I haven't built trust and confidence with Dr. Elizabeth, then I will not be here. I'm not here in front of all of you listening to your ideas. Very important is you need to build confidence and trust. Now, what else we need to do when building relationship at work? You will going to enjoy your work more if you focus more on the responsibilities rather than interpersonal conflict. So we need to keep that conflict. We need to avoid, well, not necessarily avoid because sometimes conflicts are necessary at work, but we need to deal how to deal with it. Next, why we need to build professional and relationship at work? It's because we are creating a stronger professional network. So very, very important is you need to create that strong professional networking. We are here doing networking, aren't we? You can't be best friend to everyone in one organization, but at least you can be friendly. And that is the difference between having a best friend in an organization like the Yes You Can International. We can't build that, but at least you can be friendly to everyone. Now let's go to how to build relationship with your colleagues. So those you are work with hand on hand. Number one, you need to get to know your colleagues individually. And how do you do that? Memorize their name. That is a skill. You memorize their name, call people by their name. It's like a flower. You need to identify what is the rose, what is gomamela. That's a flower in the Philippines, by the way. Next one, to build that relationship with your colleague, you need to be a great team player. Do your share. Work with them. Next one, respond proactively to the challenges at work. You need to respond proactively and positive. You also need to be available to additional responsibilities. We have to get away with that mindset. Oh, that's not my job. I'm not there. No, you need to be available for additional responsibilities. Next one, you need to follow through and hold yourself accountable. Okay? Don't involve in the blame game. Oh, that's not me. That's not my fault. That is one way how to build a better relationship to your colleagues, be it in university, school, fast food restaurant, or even in your family alone, right? Now, how to build relationship with customers. I'm listening to one speaker and mention about customers. It is the lifeblood of our business. Again, going back to what I mentioned a while ago, when you build a customer relationship, you need to learn their name. I've been in a fast food industry for the last 20 years and I need to memorize the name of our regular customer. And that is what I teach to my staff before. Even that person is ordering one only soft drink or one cup of coffee, you need to memorize the name of your regular customers. It's a skill. I have a friend whom I supported when he candidated and ran for council in my community, and I supported him, and I'm one of his campaign managers, and he has this very good skill in remembering names. And he told me, my friend, when you want to succeed in business, politics, you need to remember names. And until now, I'm still learning the skill. There's 32 participants in here in this conference right now. Do you think you can remember the 32 names after 1 week? After 2 weeks? Well, I remember the first speaker, Dr. Corey Hicks. Right? You need to remember names. Okay? Aside from remembering the message of particular speaker, remembering names is important. Now, next one is you need to engage meaningfully if you want to engage in your customer. You can offer your services, your product, if you don't engage meaningfully. You can engage meaningfully in your social media. Share positive ideas, learnings. Next one, I love saying this. Be yourself, be authentic. Stop comparing, stop copying, stop complaining. Just be yourself. Be yourself while at the same time improving yourself. As simple as that. Next one, how to engage with your customer is exceed customer expectations. Otherwise, they will bring their business to other organization if you don't exceed the customer expectation. Lastly, and I'm now writing a book about this, my favorite topic, which I presented to different organizations last year in 2022. It's about the art of getting and receiving feedback. And this is my favorite topic last year.
So halal mo!
Ask feedback. You need to ask feedback. Again, I need to end my presentation as I know there's a 5 minute everyone. So thank you very much for listening. Over to you, Dr.
No, no,
So halal mo!
Professor Von, you can continue. This is a little noise out, not from Queen.
Oh no.
Professor
Yes,
Antonio, can you
I know
mute yourself? Professor Antonio, please mute yourself.
So halal mo!
He's out. He
There you
didn't.
go.
He didn't mute
Thanks, Professor
himself.
Nada. I know it's not Dr. Elizabeth. I know she's Nada, but I'm ending my presentation because I know I can say more, but it's time to hear from other speakers. I can say lots of things, but I want to hear from other speakers
So
because I know.
halal mo!
But of course, I would like to remind everyone, if you're not speaking, mute yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Von. Thank you, Professor Antonio. Please,
Thank you,
just told me.
Professor.
Okay, I know what to do. Don't worry. Professor. Okay, I hope he's with himself. Okay, let me quickly bring back our His Excellency King Promise to finish up his speech. And then we can move on, because I think it's the connection that we really want him to finish up his amazing wisdom and blessing. So please permit me to welcome him back quickly to finish up. His Excellency King Promise, please. We want you to round up your speech.
Thank you, Prof. My apologies. The network got interrupted, and it was a bit difficult trying to reconnect back. But thank God we are back here again. I was trying to take our minds back to happenings or incidences that brought down leaders, great leaders in the past. And I believe the message has been, captured. So, however, under a very general note, I want to drop these few lines. Relationship as an ancestral king, by our understanding as Africans, has different faces. Each phase has different approach. Relationship as interpersonal relationship with one person that is most important is your relationship with God. What is your interpersonal relationship with God? Because if you don't perfect your relationship with your Creator, you cannot perfect your relationship with humans. Whatsoever we are on earth, we draw inspirations from God. He is the example of perfection. It is recorded by books that no man is perfect except God. Grow, nurture, or even perfect relationship with God. That is where the inspiration will come from. Now, understanding the implication of the different kinds of relationship we engage ourselves. After your interpersonal relationship, it is recorded that and obtained favor from God. So how do you activate that good thing and favor? Is by working on your interpersonal relationship with your spouse. For every healthy family to be built into success and excellence, the root lies on the parents. The parents are the first point of contact for the children. The society has broken down today because parenting has been eroded in so many families. Before you begin to bear children, you work on your interpersonal relationship with your wife or your husband, strike an understanding and a balance on conflict resolution, mutual respect, trying to harmonize the excesses, because everybody has his or her excesses. Trying to build on your level of tolerance. Because at the point of anger, you can throw away whatever value you have for anybody. So by the time you nurture and grow your anger management by subjecting your will to God, who will help you to tolerate. Sometimes as kings, in Africa, ancestral kings are more or less commanders of deities. And if you don't handle your anger at every slightest provocation, you might want to use your ancestral powers on somebody, which is not a purpose God gave you such powers. So in leadership, in nurturing relationship, you must, I spoke about our ability to strengthen our weaknesses based on the point Dr. Hooks made. Now you can interlink this to relationship. Now, by the time you strike a balance on your mutual understanding and tolerance of your spouse, you see that when the kids start coming in, you are their role model. They'll begin to look at how does mom react to dad? How does dad treat mom? Is our father a policy-driven person? Is he a man that let things go anyway, anyhow he wants? How far do you consider the interest of your family in decision making? Now, by the time you roll out these things, you see your kids will key in and begin to absorb your style of leadership and relationship. Now, by the time you have a healthy family based on an understanding of what family relationship is, it begins to translate into societal relationship. Be it in a workplace, there are people in their workplace, they are intolerable. When clients come to you, your approach scares them away. When they meet with their peers, they are very repulsive because of the way they are being brought up, the family background. There is an adage in my place that as tall as the Iroko tree is, so is the taproot.
My king, can
You round up.
So
can you round up, please?
the family, yeah. You know,
Thank
by
you.
my time, I have 11:30 to 12:30, so I still have 7 minutes, which other people use my time anyway, because I love timing myself. So I am a man that speaks by inspiration. And when I begin to speak, I allow the Spirit to release the message. So the taproot of every man is based on his or her upbringing. By that adage that says, as tall as the Iroko tree is, so is the root. As tall as any human is, by career success or any way you rate it, the root of your success is centered on your upbringing. That is the primary core of every greatness. Sometimes when a leader begins to misbehave, you trace it down to the person's root. So coming to relationship, when you get it right in the family, you have given the person the basics to align with the world. So in his workplace, anywhere he finds himself, he will always remember what mama and papa told me. And you always remember how the family bonded, the bonding of the family, what the values family inculcated in him or her, that will play a major role. Now, coming to classifying relationships, You cannot use the pattern colleagues at workplace. So you must be able to building relationships. What are those approach? Mutual respect. People must not behave like you. Everybody brought up in different family backgrounds. So your level of tolerance, it should be the most important virtue you possess as a human. You wouldn't say, I've tolerated you enough. You can't tolerate somebody enough because every human is intolerable. So when you say, I've tolerated you enough, that means you have lost the benchmark of tolerance. So nobody should tolerate somebody enough. Even at the highest point of provocation, avoid them. And when you come down, you return back to continue from where you stopped. So tolerance cannot be rated. It is like love. You cannot to love someone even when they hurt you. You are loving the person not because you wish to love them. You are loving the person because it's a command by nature to love. You are not doing it to get self-recognized or praised. You are doing it because as a human, it is a mandate that you love. And if you don't see it as a responsibility to love, a mandate to love, a command to love, you cannot love. And whatever we do on earth, if it is not centered on love, nothing works. Because love will allow you to tolerate. Love will allow you to realign your mind, your emotion, your will. Love, they say, conquers all things. So at this point, I want to say to us, it is a privilege to be in the year 2023. Not because we deserve it. It's because grace has found us worthy to be in this year. And as we commence this very promising year with this wonderful conference, I pray as an ancestral king, sitting on my ancestral stool, that whatever our heart desires for 2023, not by our will, nor our power, nor by our might or strength, but by divine providence, may we accomplish them this year. Wherever others go and fail, may we go and succeed. Where our wisdom and knowledge cannot carry us, may God's favor see us through. Wherever we are being summoned unknowingly by any authority for things we don't know, may grace speak for us. And the areas we have found difficult to achieve some of our life dreams, he said the power of vision is divine. You might dream, but if you don't have the power of vision to bring your dreams into reality, they die off. So many people die with so many dreams. So I pray that Almighty God, the Creator, will activate our powers of vision and sense of direction to be able to accomplish all we have dreamt in life. To this great platform and all participants, be you white, black, Caribbean, African, American, wherever you are coming from, I pray, because the land is one. God never created Africa different and created Americans different. The land is one. As an ancestral commander of the land of Olakpagurishi, I pray that your land will favor you. As a leader, your promotion and your growth in life shall be a supernatural one. Your strength will not be judged against you, but your grace will be used to favor you. Once again, I bring God's ancestral blessings of royal overflow in all we do, from the ancestral stool of Ezekemba 1, and I pray that God will continue to sustain us and give us all that is required of us to perfect humanity in our various fields of endeavor and capacities as leaders. Thank you once more for having me. Thank you for sustaining this vision. And all we know is that, yes, truly, we can through this platform. Royal blessings and congratulations.
Wow, wow, wow. We've missed you, sir.
Thank you.
We've missed your blessings, your prayers, your exhortations, your wisdom. We've missed it a lot. And I'm glad this year you've started with us and we will carry on with this vision. So thank you so much for your prayers, for your blessings, because prayer is so powerful. I mean, without prayer, we can't do anything. And you've already blessed us with your prayers, with your wisdom. And we thank you, sir. We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate your presence. I think the time in Nigeria is different from the time here. So I'm sorry if I try to round you off, because we are not using the same time now with Nigeria. So accept my apology if I'm trying to round you off when it's not yet your time.
Thank you.
So thank you so much, and we
You're welcome.
appreciate your presence. Yes.
Thank you.
And my greetings to our wonderful, beautiful queen and
Thank
all
you.
the royals in the palace. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. My regards to Professor Nada and all the queens in the house, all the royalties.
And
I
my
acknowledge
husband
you
is saying
all.
hello.
I send my love to you.
Yes,
all
sir.
Participants, I love you so much. I may not be able to mention everybody.
Okay.
And my own royal son, His Royal Highness Dr. Lucas. I say today, I love you.
You're
I
welcome.
love you.
You're
It's going to
welcome.
be a favorable year to you and your family.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, King.
Thank you
Your
so
blessings.
much. We appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I say to you, I love you. And all of us on this great platform. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate your time. So thank you so much. I also want to appreciate the fact that all our great leaders are still patiently waiting and listening with this great blessing of the year from our King, our patron. Thank you so much for receiving the blessing and the prayers. And I pray that the prayer will be answered in Jesus' name. Thank you so much for your time, for your patience. And we need to now call upon the next speaker so that we can continue to do the great works that we need to do for 2023. So thank you, sir. Once again, His Excellency, King Prophet, Professor, Engineer, Ambassador, Y.Y.C.I, Promise, Obina. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Now, I also want to acknowledge all our great speakers, all our great participants, our guests of honor. Thank you so much for joining us today. I want to appreciate Professor Charles. I want to appreciate Ambassador Dr. Petty Speaks from USA, United States of America. I want to appreciate Ambassador Nur Ahmed from Bangladesh. I want to appreciate our great leader from Netherlands, Dr. Frank Sonio. Thank you for joining. Professor Nada, Raxo, you make it again. You are here with us. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. I want to appreciate all our great speakers and our great leaders. Now we need to move on. And I want to call on, I don't know if Dr. Rajao, are you ready or should we move on?
Yes, Excellency. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Dr. Rajao is our national patron as well of Yes You Can International, a great man doing great things over there. He's also the director and CEO of Times India TV. So I know that most of you are familiar with the great program they're doing. They did very well last year. Now we enter into 2023, and I believe that they have set up some programs for us to share together on their platform, on that TV. And here we are. inviting him and then welcoming him to Yes You Can International platform to share with us on relationship. You are welcome, sir. Dr.
Thank you,
Rajao.
thank you, Excellency. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. And I thank you, Yes You Can International, because this is a wonderful program. Transformational leadership. Leadership has to be changed based on the times, based on the circumstances, based on the situation. Because we all know after this COVID-19 pandemic, the scenario has entirely changed. So really talking about leadership is very, very important. I think that Yes You Can internationally setting some benchmarks, because I have been observing the team of Yes You Can International. They retained the team, because I can see in so many organizations, people are coming, people are going, leaders are coming, leaders are going, employees are coming, employees are going, guests are coming, guests are going. So there are so many changes, so many shuffles, but I appreciate our beloved leader, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, ma'am, for retaining the leadership, with the utmost leadership skills, because that's very, very, very important. Because I can see all the people here for the last 2 or 3 years, they are doing commendable job, and the harmony the team has among them, really, that's a fantastic. And new people are coming, that's really encouragable. So many wonderful things are happening during these hard times through Yes You Can International. That's all happening because of leadership. That is the one thing. And that leadership through strong relationship skills. So really this series is very apt, because when we have good relationships with one another, really our life will have a great joy. Because for the past few years, I have been feeling a lot of stress, because if I get back and see what is happening, why this much of stress and all these, because I lost so many people, because when we start our journey to do some social service, the people, those who are with, they feel insecure. He is doing some sort of social service, stopping his job, going behind people, going behind society, doing world peace campaigns and all these. What is this bullshit? Actually, you are supposed to do the job first. Then if you have any free time, then only. But I feel that I can balance these two. I can do this and that. So what is this? So I can do this. I felt strongly, and whoever the people that criticize and whatever the things they brought forward to me, but I never ever ignored my responsibility towards the society, and I started my journey in 2016. But ever since that time, the first thing I lost, there are so many deductions in my close relationships. They started avoiding me, and all these things are happening. We know why. But anyway, that's not at all an issue, because the same people approached me after 2 or 3 years when we get succeed, even in this also. So this is with people, because they think that if everything is fine, they wanted to do a journey with us. If something goes wrong, they wanted to leave us. So these are the days where people take us as a choice. But actually, the relationship is stronger. Even if there are struggles, even if there are problems, even if there is stress, if there is criticism, even if there is a backlash, whatever the things it may be, or even if it is a financial crisis, because relations are meant for all these. Because I feel that if one person is with us, we feel that really it's a great strength to us. There was one day in my personal experience that once my elder son was ignored by some of his relatives. So at the time he called me and said that they did something to me, so I got hurt. It's what he said. So I can compromise you both. That's a very small thing for me. But if you take it as a challenge, I can give you a world of people who appreciates you. So are you ready to take this challenge? I asked him like that, and he said, I take the challenge. And we registered a organization for children. That's a global child mission India. Then, Prince, now he got a great name and fame, reputation, especially our beloved leader, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas ma'am started encouraging these two, Prince and Jason. Really, they got a great life. Even when it is first anniversary, they were felicitated like anything. So really, that gave them a great boost, and they started working more, because they were thinking that one queen from England, UK, started appreciating. It's not a simple task. So many organizations have came forward, and they started appreciating him, felicitating him, and there are so many things. So these are the relationships that we want, because when we are in struggles, when we are in problems, when we are facing difficult situations, because the relations will help us. I don't say all these financially, but if we have a feeling that one man is with us, or one leader is with us, or one woman is with us, that is a great strength to overcome the problems. I can give you one example. Two people are going through a dark night. So that was so dark, and they were traveling anyway. Actually, these two people are frightened by the night. These two people are frightened by the darkness. But one thing, one person is thinking that the other person is there, and the other person is thinking that he is there. So this is what the help, this is what the support. So even if it is a 99-year-old person, if we have a family, that is going to be a great strength to us. So at times I observed that old people, they won't be recognized, but really, if they have in our homes, their one word, their one sentence will give us a great strength. So these relations are very important, and especially this is for the leaders, because leaders are the people who are supposed to safeguard all these relations, because we can do it. Nowadays, we can see that what we call criticism. Criticism is always good, actually. Criticism is always good, but that should be a constructive criticism. That should be a positive criticism. Even if you are giving a negative feedback, there are ways. Because we know that when some leaders leaders criticize, there will be a failure of relationship. These things will happen. But we have every right to give a criticism. Because even in our family, there are many times when we criticize our kids, when we criticize our spouse, when we criticize our partners, there are so many times. But that criticism should be constructive. So when we go as per the standards set by all these leaders, when we have a good relationships, then our lives will become a heaven. So for that, really, it is our responsibility to maintain a pool of good relationships. So in our journey, we can see negative people. We have to ignore them. In our journey, we can experience the people who will be with us when we are fine financially, when they think that we are not sound enough to their level, they ignore us. So we never ever bother about such people. Just see the healthy relationships, and let's go ahead. Because I feel that yes, you can international. There will be so many times fights between Dr. Elizabeth Lucas and me. She's like a mother. She's like a mother. She encouraged me so many times, and we had a discussion again. So these things will happen. Sometimes some miscommunication will happen, but she always takes initiative, and she comes forward like a mother, and she gives instructions, and she talks about my kids, how she loves, how she adores those two kids. So really, Professor Dr. Elizabeth Lucas ma'am, you are doing commendable job, especially for the future of young leaders. You are doing a commendable job by planting the seeds in the minds of these young leaders. They always They always indebted to you. Not only those youngsters, we too. You are doing a commendable job through this wonderful organization. We are always indebted to your wonderful services. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all the words of inspiration, words of encouragement. I mean, I always say to myself that YYCI is not only for me, it's for all of us because we are all leaders. And God just led me to create this platform so that we can bring both the older leaders, younger leaders, and also our baby leaders together on the same platform so that we can start talking. I remember one of our great guests of honor said yesterday that it is time, it's so unique, and it is time for us to bring all the generation together. And I like it the way he said it. He said that the older ones will share their wisdoms, their experiences, and then the younger ones will share their energy. Because we need energy from the younger ones and we need wisdom from the older ones. So that's balance the situation. So I want to say thank you so much for sharing with us, for your love, for your care, for your presence. I also want to appreciate you, sir, Dr. Rajal, for allowing, for releasing your children to be part of Yes, You Can. Ambassador Jason and Ambassador Prince, and they are doing well. They're doing well in school. They're doing well with their gifts. They're doing well with working with their dad. And I want to say, I'm proud of you and we are family. So thank you so much, Dr. Rajal, for this great time that you have shared with us. Before I call on the next person I would like to call really is Ambassador Dr. Petty. Is one of our guests of honor. But before then, if you can allow me to call on my very good sister from Nigeria, a great leader. We call her Star Lady and is the Honorable Dr. Nkiru Duru to quickly share with us before I call on our next guest of honor. The floor is yours.
Everyone. Greetings, everyone.
Is it possible to open your camera?
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's fine. Just share with us, ma'am.
Okay, greetings, everyone. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
I want to appreciate you, my loving sister, Professor Elizabeth. You are trying so much to bring the leaders together to make a difference in the world. I really appreciate you so much. You are doing a great job. The world are watching you and the world are seeing everything that you are doing. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sometimes I look up to you. You are always my strength anytime I watch what you are doing. Thank you. God bless you. Concerning what we have today about the relationship and maintenance, especially where the leaders is. This is a very wonderful topic because leaders, we are the leaders. We cannot do anything without being related to the people that we are leading. Where we are doing NGO, where you are the manager or anywhere you see yourself as a leader, we must put that example of relationship. A lot of people supposed to be in a higher place today, but because they lack relationship in what they are doing. So I am so happy that we brought it today for everybody to know that relationship in whatever that you are doing is so much important. We need it as leaders. Now, our sister has brought out something for all of us to share on it. After sharing it, are we going to keep it here? No, we're supposed to take it to our various places and begin to practice on it. The reason why we are doing program every time and tomorrow we'll still come back and do the same thing is because after all of us listening to it, we go back and stay without practicing what we are saying. It's a very good one that after this conference, every one of us should enter where we are and begin to practice it. To be a leader, there is something that one of my lecturer told me one day. Says, "Star lady, let me tell you, if you did not finish what you come to do in this world as a leader, God will blame you so much, because God have already placed us as a leaders. Then we are the example to others. Others need to learn from us, not us learning from them. We are being singled out to be the leaders in all the places that we are. Then there is something that will be different that show that we are the leaders. Relationship in everything that we are doing matters. Where our children are, where our neighbors are. What makes us the leaders? When somebody see you or when somebody pass you, the person will be bold to say that this is the leader. There's the qualities of a leader that we're supposed to ask God to give us. We need to back ourselves up with prayers because we cannot do without God. Then we ask God for his grace, for the leadership that we are into. Then we ask God for the wisdom. We are here now as one family. After the meeting, are we still coming together as one family? Is it only in the time of conference that we will come together? No. We're supposed to come together to make the change in the world. Nobody can do it for us if we did not come together to do that. We need to be our sisters' keepers. We need to be our brothers' keepers. When you see your sister going higher, and you know that there's an idea that you will bring that will make what she or he is doing to go far, you bring it. It's not much that it will come from you. Through somebody that is out to stand for everybody, every one of us here can bring our own opinion that will make it to go far. We can all come together to change the world. I believe that 10 people can change the world if we want. Everything depends on us. A lot of people depends on us. A lot of people have hope in us. Are we giving them the hope? Are we making sure that they are okay? Are we checking on them as the leaders we are? The relationship we have between us and our members, how strong is it is? I am so happy when my sister told me about this topic. I say, yes, this woman is a woman of God, because it's what we need in the world. So many countries lack that relationship. And that is why we are having problems, because when you can have time to call the pen and two of you will sit together and put things in order. But when there is no relationship, that is when there will be problem here and there. So happy if all of us, I hope that people are hearing me. Hello? Hello?
Hearing you. We are hearing you.
Okay, I'll be
Yes,
so
we can
happy.
hear you, and please round up, please.
Okay, ma. So
yes.
I'll be so happy after this program. Let's all of us, my mommy, my sister that have already started bringing everybody together. Let's help her to change the world. I know together we can. Thank you all. God bless you.
And please introduce your organization to us.
Okay.
Yes, please.
My name is the Chief Ambassador Kiru Kaduru, the founder of United Business Women Association of Nigeria and Diaspora, and also the Vice President of International Human Rights Protection Service in Anambra State Chapter.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We really appreciate you. And please, if it's possible, to post your chat, your information and your email, how people can get through to you on our chat box, that will be more appreciated. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your presence, especially you've been with us since 10 o'clock this morning. I would really appreciate your patience, and we thank God that you were able to share your valuable words with us, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, now we want to move on to our next guest of honor, because all these our guests of honor, they are really new to our platform. So we are allowing them to relax, to watch us, what we're doing before we now invite them to speak. So I know what I'm doing, not that I've forgotten them, but we just want them to relax and see, okay, what is Yes You Can International is all about. So that is why we didn't call them, quickly. We want them to relax, and they are really relaxing. And I can still see them relaxing. So they are watching us. So let us be of good behavior, YYCI members, leaders, because they are watching us. You never know who is recording us and taking us to another level. But we appreciate them all. So now let me introduce to you our next guest of honor. Dr. Betty Speaks. I guess that is the name of the program she is doing in USA. Okay. World Civility Ambassador and international speaker, author, certified professional Christian coach. Dr. Betty is an award 2021 I Change Nation Global Newcomer of the Year honoree, given birth to the initiative, the Resurrection Imprint Heart. She's honorably retired from the United States Army, an ambassador to the Veteran Women LLC, the Global Network Virtual Marketer and Entrepreneur, the 10 times best-selling author, Jesus Woman at God Ed Ministry. Plus, she has been featured on TV shows and a host of radio broadcasting. Dr. Betty is the CEO of Overcoming Battles by Being Strong and Courageous. Dr. Speaks Betty journey of service began at the early age of 15 when she enlisted in the U.S. Army. She was avoided the opportunity to grow as a young leader, travel the world, and prepare military soldiers for warfare. Over the course of 2 decades, she gained an exceptional wealth of knowledge while cultivating a love for serving her country, building community in other countries, and adjusting to civilian life. She proudly retired with distinguished honors as a senior non-commissioned officer. Dr. Betty Speak is also the CEO. Is Betty Speaks, a networking and business communication, connection plus collaboration platform. She is known as the Spotlight Coordinator because she has a gift of making you shine from the inside out. Plus, she creates that one-of-a-kind, exceptional, and memorably motivational experience. Dr. Speak is a certified NAMI, which is National Alliance Mental Illness, in our own voice, IOOV, coordinator for the State of South Carolina organization and local affiliate. Dr. Betty Speaks provides state training to persons with various mental health conditions. Dr. Speaks also provides annual mentorship summit to the women, veteran, military, moral injury, research, recovery, and nationwide. Additionally, Dr. Speaks collaborated with military chaplains, civilian clergies, community leaders, mental health care providers to dialogue, share research resources that will assist women veterans in their emotional, spiritual, physical, economic recovery, and increase community support for their successful transition. So let's welcome Our Excellency Ambassador Dr. Betty Speaks from USA. You're welcome.
Thank you so very much. Introduction. I certainly appreciate this platform, and I've just to recognize the diversity of leadership that is before me. It's such a privilege and such an honor to recognize just that. And as I listen to the previous speaker that has spoken, I take something away from each of them, and it allowed me to flash back on some of the things that I have encountered in my life journey. And I say life, live intentionally for eternity, because I've dealt with customer service. So I love to hear Dr. Von Erich speak, and then to see, I think Raj was just here, and Dr. Hicks speaks. We have the leaders here on this platform that are doing things, saying, yes, I can. And let me do my disclaimer, because Queen Elizabeth, I did hear you say that Betty Speaks was my business. Betty Speaks is actually my authentic name. I have to tell everyone that everywhere I go, yes, this is my real name, Betty Speaks. So a part of my business, you would say, it's Betty Speaks. It's ITS, Intentional Transformation Storyteller. That's what the is Betty Speaks. So it is an honor to be here, and it is an honor to say, yes, I can. Yes, I can transform lives. Yes, I went into the military, and at an early age, and people said she's not going to make it. But yes, I did. It not only transformed my life, I transformed the lives of others, because as I stayed into the military, I became a leader, and I had to build community with my soldiers, as one of the speakers spoke about. In order to build those relationships, form those relationships, you have to build community. And as the king said, it starts at home. And it does start at home from an infant. We build a child, that little baby. We begin to expose that baby to others, especially if you take them out into group settings, into church, and you watch that baby. That baby has a desire to go into the arms of those that it feels comfortable with. If it has not built community to be embraced or be kissed by someone else, you have to gradually build community with that other person. That's the sense of that baby, building community. And it's the same as we are speaking here, building those longevity relationships. Even in the military, I couldn't go to war with soldiers that I had not built community with. You have to establish the relationship, getting to know their names, getting to know their backgrounds, getting to know their fears, the things that they are fearful of, and the things that will make them win, being a winner, because that's what leads to success, is having a phenomenal relationship. And I love the fact that most of the speakers brought God onto this platform today, because that when God completed the earth, he said, it is done. Today is January 7th. The number 7 is the completion. We are in the year now of 2023. So I can say Happy New Year to each of you. But when you add 2 plus 2 plus 3, and you come out with today's date, number 7. And when the word tells you that 7 is the year of completion, that's when we talk about we're going to complete this thing of yes, I can form relationships, not only internationally, but intentionally form the right relationships. It's a diverse platform. There can be many other diverse individuals that are on this platform. So yes, I can continue to complete relationships, to form relationships that will be successful. I heard someone even mention the word love. That's like near and dear to my heart because it's one of God's favorite characteristics in each of us that he talks about. He said, above all of them, we shall love. And you have to know that God's law is all about love. And as I say that, one of my friends said, don't forget to talk about God's law on that platform. All right, so here it is. In 2023, we want to embody relationships with God's law. LAW, love always win. It doesn't matter how a person treats you, what a person thinks about you. You have to remember that in order to perform or to withstand that successful relationship, that love always win. And that's like the first one of the first laws that God said that we have to do. We have to love each and every one. We cannot go to war together. We could not have been on this platform together if we did not have love within us for our precious queen. You know, when she asks of you, you just say, yes, I can. You know, so we're here. We're performing. We're doing our calling for him. And that's what I have for you, honestly. But I want to share with you also that in order to get any of this done, we have to inspire others with hope. Help other people excel. We have to inspire others with hope. Help other people enjoy life. We have to inspire others with hope. Help other people every day. And guess what? Yes, you can. You can do that. You can do that because once you do that, they will begin to have the influence in them to soar. Did you hear me? They will begin to soar once you tell them, yes, you can do it. You can be inspired with hope. So they're going to soar, seize opportunities and rise. They will soar, seize opportunities and resonate. They were sore because they have seized opportunities and rejuvenated. We're in the year of the very first month, very first Saturday in my area, January 7th, 2023, the number 7, the year of completion. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. And if anything, yes, you can complete this year by inspiring others with hope, influencing them to soar, and letting them know that you're doing this all out of God's love. Thank you for my time, your queen.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your powerful message this afternoon, this morning. And thank you for your time, for staying patiently to listen to some of our leaders and watching us doing what we're doing. Because once you are here as a guest of honor, next time we will appoint you to be with us because Dr. Elizabeth is not doing this job alone. We are all together as a leader to impart into our younger generation. One person cannot do it. We do it together, and yes, we can. So thank you so much, Dr. Betty Speaks. Thank you for correcting me that it's not organization, it's actually your unique name. So I can remember that everywhere I am, even in my sleep. So you're welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for approving and accepting our invitation. Thank you for your time today. I know today is Saturday, it's a busy day, but you still make it to join us today. We appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. I want to appreciate all our leaders that are still relaxing, and we are all enjoying together, learning and sharing. Dr. Inga, thank you for joining us. I'm going to call you soon to speak to us. Thank you, Ambassador Kande Campbell, for joining us today. Oh, our pastor, Eni Solomon Nosa, I've been noticing that the connection is really, really disturbing. But you are a man of persistence. You are a man of determination. And you keep joining, despite all the connection challenges. Thank you, sir, Pastor Eni Solomon. We want to quickly welcome our next great speaker. And that is in the name of Dr. Our Excellency, Dr. Mila Z from Spain. Are you here with us?
Good afternoon. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for really sitting down, relaxing, and listening to other great speakers as yours. We really appreciate your time. So thank you so much. Now the floor is open to you.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas from the UK. Greetings from Spain, and greetings everyone wherever in the world that you are. My name is Mila Zimuno. I'm a mentor, social media strategist, and personal branding consultant. It's a great opportunity to be able to share today with Yes You Can International. Thank you so much for the privilege, Queen Elizabeth Lucas. And I believe that healthy relationships are going to be essential. They have always been important, but I think right now, through all the turmoil that we have experienced and possibly experiencing right now, building and maintaining healthy relationships is going to be very important. Whether it is personal, professional settings, whatever, it's going to require from each and every one of ourselves a dedication and a discipline in cultivating and maintaining them. So why create healthy relationships? Well, strong, positive relationships will lead to increased happiness and well-being, improve mental and physical health, which is so very important, as well as increase productivity and collaboration in the business area. So it will offer each and every one of us a greater sense of support and fulfillment if we create, maintain, and cultivate healthy relationships. Conversely, unhealthy relationships or toxic relationships cause stress, conflict, emotional turmoil, and this causes negative effects on our mental and physical health. So it is important to really find and create those healthy relationships. But how do we build and maintain them? Well, it takes effort, commitment, but at the end of the day, it is worth it. So some key elements for healthy relationships include active listening. So we all communicate, but do we listen correctly? Do we understand what the other person is trying to transmit? And do we respond with the ability of being empathetic and understanding, or do we respond with the idea of just giving our message across? We also need to have respect and trust, empathy, understanding, and be ready for constructive feedback. As other speakers spoke previously, we need to be open to receiving feedback from other people and understand that maybe at times they have not understood what we wanted to say, and we might need to have to explain ourselves again to be able to create that trust and empathy. So by focusing on these principles, we will create and nurture relationships that bring joy, support, and growth, all important for our well-being. So some of the benefits of building healthy business relationships will be increased productivity and collaboration, improved communication and problem solving, greater job satisfaction and retention, and the opportunity for professional growth and development. Now, this includes business and education relationships. all important in the welfare and the well-being of a human being. So having strong, positive relationships with our colleagues and business partners will help start great teamwork, support, lead to much better results and a more positive work environment. And by facilitating open communication and the exchange of ideas, we help to identify and resolve issues more effectively, thereby being beneficial not only as an individual, but also to the success of the organization. So how do we build and cultivate healthy relationships? As I said previously, active listening and effective communication. Pay attention to what the other person is saying and try to understand their perspective. Communicate clearly and honestly and be open to feedback. Show respect and trust. So we need to treat others with kindness and respect, and we need to be reliable and dependable. Trust is a very important foundation for any relationship, be it personal or business. So we need to be honest and transparent. Practice empathy and understanding. Try to see things from the other person's point of view and show understanding and compassion. You might see a 6, but the other person will see a 9. Try and understand why they are seeing that 9 and why are you saying something as a 6. This will help to build trust and strengthen the bond between people. We also need to check in regularly with the people we're building or creating relationships with and keep the lines of communication open. We should not let problems fester. We should address them as soon as possible. And we need to prevent misunderstandings in order to keep and cultivate the relationships that we are growing. So in conclusion, emphasis needs to be put on the importance of effort, discipline, and commitment in building and maintaining healthy relationships, whether it be in family, in school, or in business. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and thank you so much, Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth, for the opportunity today. Have a great weekend.
Wow, wow, wow. My wonderful Dr. Miller from Spain. I think I need to come and visit you there, or I should invite you to UK because both of us are in Europe with Dr. Hinga and Professor Nada. So thank you so much. We really appreciate your valuable words that you've shared with us this morning, this afternoon on our platform again. Yes, you can international. Like I've approached you, you're going to be joining us as a member of YYY and also as an ambassador representing us in Spain. And then we will work together. We bring some great stuff and work together. Because you know why? Yes, we can. And we can do it. We can work together. We can stand together. And we can impart into the next generation our young leaders. So thank you so much for sharing about the relationship. Yes, it's a very valuable and very key point. Relationship is very important in whatever we want to do in this world. A relationship is the only way we can build ourselves up. Relationship is the only way we can express. Relationship is the only way we can even make peace to reign in this world. Because if you have good relationship with your family, with your society, with your customers, with your business partner, with everybody, with your leaders, then that will reduce most of our problems in this world. So thank you so much for sharing with us. And please, if you still want to listen to this message, I know we are giving them short time, but if you still want to watch it, please visit our YYCI.TV YouTube channel. Comment on it and give feedback. We've also posted the link for our survey. Please spend time to fill the form. Let's hear from you. your feedback, what you've learned, and we also want your email and your very good, nice names so that I don't spell it wrong. We want to get better. So please, let's all of us fill the form. Thank you so much, Dr. Miller from Spain. Wow, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. Now, permit me to move on. Let me first of all call him, if he's in our midst, one of our great leaders from Macedonia, Dr. Dragon Dovano. Are you here with us, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for sitting nicely, quietly, watching and listening. You see, I have great leaders, and that is why they are transformational leaders, because they are also learning and listening and gaining from other leaders. Thank you for your patience, sir. And now it's your turn to share with us. Please introduce yourself, please.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Dragan Jovanov from Macedonia. I'm Doctor of Phytomedicine and Agroecology. I'm honored to be part of this conference. Thanks for inviting me there, Professor Elizabeth Lucas. The honor is mine. Congratulations on all your success. And today I will speak about building and maintaining health business relationship is an important part of looking after our mental health. I speak shortly for respect time the other speakers. Here are 6 top tips to support you with yours. Get to know yourself. Take the time to appreciate yourself and get in touch with your emotion to be able to express yourself clearly and more effectively, not knowing how to regulate your emotions and express them healthily can negatively affect your mental well-being. Put in the work. Healthy relationships are not found but built. A healthy relationship needs commitment and willingness to be accommodating to each other needs. Set and respect boundaries. Setting boundaries is not only about what you don't want or like in your relationship, but also about letting the people around you what you appreciate. Think about and let others know where your boundaries are, respecting your time alone of example. Doing this can pressure in your relationship to commit to anything unrealistic. Talk and listen. All relationships have disagreements, and that's okay. What matters is how you talk and listen to one another. Listen to understand rather than listening to respond. Don't be afraid to express your emotion of vulnerabilities with people you trust. Let's go of control. A lot of life is about how we react to our experience and contrast, knowing that you can only really control what you do and not what anyone else does with save your time and stress. And reflect and learn. If you have a healthy way of expressing your feelings, you are able to react to other people's in a healthy way. Being angry with someone often comes from a place of feeling hurt and upset. If you can recognize that, you can communicate it and build a better relationship with others. Thank you very much. Greetings from Macedonia. Today is my Christmas. Happy New Year to all participants. Happy New Year
And
there.
Merry Christmas, Dr. Dragan. Merry Christmas to you, to
And
Dr.
Happy
Rika,
New
and to
Year.
all who are celebrating today.
Oh, wow. So they celebrate their own Christmas today. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Merry Christmas.
Orthodox
Amazing.
And Dr. Queen, you and Dragan will celebrate with me later.
Yes, we have another show with you, so we are ready. Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Dragan. Sorry, I've been battling with the spelling of your names, but I will get there. We are improving every day, every day, every day, every day. So I'm gonna put the link on the email on the link on the chat for us to please fill the form, put your right email, your right names, and also comment on our program today. We want to see how you've really been blessed, how you've been transformed, how you've been, received. And also, I would like all our great leaders, please put your information. I'm seeing Dr. Dragan. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Miller. Thank you. We want everyone to please put your information on the chart, because networking is very important. We don't want to come to the conference and then few months or few years later, you meet them and they say, have I met them somewhere? I don't even know. No, meet them now. Connect with them now. Leadership is about all of us working together. No one is an island. So we need to work together and impact into the people's lives together. So thank you so much once again, Dr. Dragan, for coming to join us and sharing on this platform. Okay, let's move on. I want my wonderful ambassador, Nu Ahmed, to get ready, because I'm going to call you soon with your team, because you are going to be our moderator for the team of Bangladesh this afternoon. So please get ready. All right, in that process, let us welcome Dr. Inga. Is she still here? Can somebody check on me if my Dr. Inga from Georgia is here? Is she here? Yes, she is. Right, the floor is yours. Please share with us. Dr. Inga?
Yes, yeah, I'm here. Greetings to everyone from Georgia. It is a great honor for me to be with you today and to talk about this important issue. Thank you very much, dear respected Queen, for this opportunity. My dear friends, today is Christmas Day for the Christian Orthodox. I am with you on this important day. It is really amazing. Congratulate to all the outstanding speakers. You were all excellent. I'm really proud of you all. Okay, and now I want to share my opinion with us. We all live in society. We need to communicate and socialize with other people. There are different types of relationships. The relationships between people is of special importance in your life. Communication with each other is the most important thing for us. Today, I especially want to talk about family, mothers of children, and teacher-students relationship. You know, I have a big family. I have 3 children, and I am teacher many students. So I have a great responsibility and obligation to be an important figure. The right relationship is the most important because you have to deal with so many people every day. Family relationship. Ideally, a person should have a close relationship with his family. Family members should feel love and closeness to each other, should trust each other. The main purpose of parents and relatives is to offer their children goodness, care, support, discipline, and so on. Sometimes when a teenager enters the teenager years, the conflict between him and his parents becomes more frequent due to the fact that the young person has a difficult period. On the one hand, important transformations are taking place in his body, which are related to mentorship, and on the other hand, his person is also psychologically difficult for a person because he is trying to find his own hand and place in society. You know, having a good relationship with your family is very important because in a harmonious relationship, family support is eternal. Family communication plays a major role in person well-being. It is important for a person to have a good relationship with his parents. It is worth nothing that young children especially need to show love through physically contact also. At this time, they feel happier and suffer. Okay, let's make our children happy. Communication, which us gives time happiness, and the right relationship is very important in their personal development. Okay, now as a teacher should know that a safe environment in the classroom is the best environment for everything teaching of the child. The teacher should realize that the initiative and active involvement of students in the learning process is very important. The teacher should approach each student as an individual, taking into account individual characteristics also. Encourage not only the result of the students, but also the determination, the effort. Make the child feel that his efforts are very important to you. The teacher should listen to the students, give an answer, and react to what he says. It is very difficult, is it? Yes. How many data should be taken into account to have an amazing and productive relationship with our students? The depending of the connection between the teacher and the students depend on us teachers and students. It is also depend on how and in what form we manage the relations with the students. How will we see their personality? How can we help in personal development without forcing them to become what we like? Being a parents and teachers is not easy, and it is one of the biggest tests in life that a person can face. We are most interested in making the relationship pleasant and friendly. Having a close relationship with your children and students and being by their side in various difficult situations. Finally, I would like to say that friendship also is a very important, is a sacred feeling about which many classical writer wrote, but no one could convey it no words. No one talk about it, but everyone, we feel the power of friendship. So, my dear friends, colleagues, we see that relationship is so most important thing in our life. Even now, history is being written with our relationship. Thank you very much to our dear Queen for this opportunity to gather us once again from all over the world and give us 3 amazing days. It is the relationship that allows us to communicate with each other and create a bright future together. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Thank you so much and congratulate all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Inga. Our IIU Europe leader or head. I don't know. Is it leader or head? And also the founder and director of Global Friends Club. Am I right?
Yes, Global Friends Club.
Great. Because we have a program.
Yes, Mr. Akas Ali, I am director of the
Yes, because we have a program together on the 10th of this month, which is next week. Thank you so much for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us today and speaking from your heart about relationship. We really
Thank you.
appreciate your time and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We
Thank you. God
also
bless.
have another program with Professor Nada Ravkovic from Croatia. We have a program soon about, let's see, about 2 hours time. We're gonna be chatting and relaxing together on storytelling research, organized by Professor Nada and also the founder of IIU, International Intensive University, the founder of Professor Sir Pesu Pandit. We appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. See, we are all working together. No one is an island and a tree cannot be a forest. If we are going to impact into this youth and these youth leaders and this generation and the children and the leaders of tomorrow, we have to do it together, work together, stay together, learn together, and transforming together. So that is why we are here on this platform. And I really appreciate you all. Once again, I want to appreciate all our great leaders on this platform. I want to thank you all, Pastor Bishop Nelson Person. I can see that your connection today is really funny, but it's okay because we are a fighter. We are unstoppable. And not even the connection or internet or electricity will stop us. We will continue to grow. We will continue to work together because yes, we can. And yes, you can. Okay, I believe my ambassador is ready for us. So permit me just for 1 second to quickly call on Pastor Solomon Eni Nosa, because his connection is also playing off today. But are you here, sir? Pastor Eni Solomon Nosa from Nigeria?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, can you share with us briefly, sir?
Ma?
Can you share with us briefly, sir?
On relationship.
Yes, please. How to build, maintain, and keep relationship in a very short period, sir.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, or do you want me to call you back later?
Ma?
Are you ready, or you want me to call you back later? You are ready?
I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's listen to you, please.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, relationship is a very vital force that if it is well managed, it can build and develop lives. There's one thing I've understood about relationship. Relationship is more important than money. Relationship is more important than assets. Relationship is more important than gold or silver. Because the truth is this, all those things I mentioned earlier on are product of relationship. With relationship, you can make a lot of money. With relationship, you can establish your life. With even relationship, your vision can be fulfilled because it takes relationship for vision to be fulfilled. Just like we can't do it alone, we need people to help us do it. So when we are in a good relationship, it helps us to establish our own life. So that's why we don't play with relationship, and that makes relationship very, very dicey. It makes it very crucial in the sense that the kind of relationship you keep determines what becomes of your destiny. So if you want to have a fulfilled destiny, you must keep a relationship that will build you up.
I think it's still the connection. It's still having challenges over there. So, but without wasting most of your time, because we are already 12 quarter to 1 when we're supposed to finish. Well, but I did said we started very late today. So that is why we are extending the time. So let me hand over to my honorable leader, ambassador, our director from Bangladesh, the general secretary of YYCI, and our great chairperson of most of our conferences, our moderator, the great young adult, young director, young professor, young young director. What can I say? So, first of all, I would like to invite you to speak to us first on relationship. So that is the first assignment. Speak to us about relationship. And after that, I will then assign you to continue with the moderating for the rest of this evening. Thank you.
Sure.
Dr. Ambassador
All right.
So Ahmed from Bangladesh. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much. And yes, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, of you whoever joined from different parts of the world today. And yes, of course, yes, you can international presence transformational leadership conference. What topic is very, very important topic, I must say, because how to build, how to maintain, how to keep the our relationship more stronger, more smoother. This is a part of our life. Who don't want to lead a life with peaceful way? Who don't want to have the strong relationship with the nearest person? Who don't want to have to learn to know that how can they keep their relationship perfectly? No one that, because every relationship is matter. So yes, well, my name is Ambassador Noor Ahmed. I'm Global General Secretary of YYCI International as well as Bangladesh Chapter Director. So thank you so much, dear Honorable, for giving me the floor. And yes, as we have been hearing such a fantastic and incredible way to share some of our eminent speaker, mentors, patrons about the relationship. Trust me, they have been shared, they have been covered all the things in a relationship. So yeah, topic is the same, but the criteria of sharing is different. Yes, now I'm going to share such a different way and different matter in the relationship. Yes, firstly, I have to address that we have to have a great relationship in our family first. Because in the Mother's Day, in the Father's Day, in the day of others, we are only considered that how much we love, how much we care in our family. But after that day, still we are caring about that. Still we are posting our picture with my mother and father, our family members in our social medias. Still we have shared some of our thoughts and ideas. The answer would be mostly no. Why? Because the social medias actually make the impact, as well as the social media communication make the impact to segregate yourself towards the love of others, towards the care of others within your family. You can even find that most of uh, your family member are just talking about that, don't use the mobile device that much. You can talk with me. Even you can give some of the time with us. So this is kind of happening that you are not actually maintaining the correct relationship. So I'm not going to share the relationship between our family because this is already covered with other eminent speaker. I would like to share that something different. As I am the youth activist, I would like to say some of the things regarding the youth. Yes, I would like to share the Search Institute is a name as a non-profit organization. Mainly those organizations are the research-based organization. They actually focus that how can we make some uh, relationship practice and give the positive vibes among youth. Yes, dear and the honorable, I would like to focus that how can we develop our relationship pattern among youth? Because within our family, we are very taking care of our children, brother, sister, and some other person. But apart from the family, we are not that much care about. Even we are considered that our youth can be the asset of our community. Our youth can be the asset of the global development. So right now, I would like to share there's a 5 key factors if we consider we can make a strong, good relationship with youth to make some impactful influence in our community, in our country, as well as the globe. So yes, right now I would like to focus, first of all, the number one, that is express care. Most of we are thinking that youth have to spend the time with their study to be a topper, to make a good student. Of course, they would be, this is a part of our life to enrich their quality. But apart from that, youth has more power. Youth has more strength to make them, to prove themselves. So we can actually showing some uh, care with the youth, and that same that's matter to them. They actually feel like, yes, he or she give me the priority. That means my words, my things will be very valuable towards him or her. Look, if the youth feel like that you are the matter, so to be frank, youth will do something best within apart from their regular task. And definitely all those are positive work. And number two, if I consider that is challenge growth. Uh, Most of you who haven't shared their words regarding our today's topic, you all are the key personnel. Not only you, even I, even some of the person, even some of the attendants, and even some of the audience who want to be a good leader, you can be a person who can make some uh, impact for the youth relationship. Like you can push the youth that do this way, do this steps and maintain some kind of steps that will help you to achieve your goal. I mean, if you are a true leader, if you are a true inspirational person, trust me, try to share your words, your inspirational direction towards youth. You can push the youth that no, you have to do this way, try to do this kind of things. This is the way they can take the challenge. Even the challenge will give the growth of youth, and ultimately that is affected in our society. So third one, if I consider that we have to provide some support. Dear Honorable, most of we that youth do something this way. And youth, you can do this way much better. That's okay. This is a great thing. You can push the youth to the correct direction. But at the same time, please provide some support, because youth can be they can be doing perfectly, but there's a lot of obstacles will come and in front of him or her. We have to address that. How can you recover all the challenges, all the obstacles? We have to support the youth that yes, you can, and yes, we can change the world. So if we can focus the support, that would be a great contribution towards the youth relationship. So number 4, that is share power. I'm not focusing the political power. I'm not focusing the things that you have a lot of imagination power. No, I'm focusing that you treat the youth with the respect and give youth a say. If you give some respect to the youth, trust me, youth will share some of the innovative content regarding his or her goal that will actually make you more remarkable. Yes, of course, most of we are been doing such a fantastic job. Even some of the senior citizens doing a great job in the field of humanity. But if we consider that some of the youth actually some innovated some practical and perfectly way to make the means of all the requirements. So youth has a power. So we have to support the youth with proper respect that make them feel more confident and more vibe that I can do that. And number 5, and but not the least, I would like to focus, expand possibilities. What does it mean? Expand possibilities. It's focus,
Ambassador
connect
No,
youth.
can you round
Yes.
up? Can you round up, please?
Yes, of course.
Please?
It's the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the last one. So expand possibilities, that is connect youth with people and the places that broaden their world. Trust me, like I am today, I'm present over here. That is our mentor, Elizabeth Lucas Afilalo, actually connected with me in this platform, connected with me with you all people, with all the inspirational leader. This is the way we can actually expand all the possibilities to make our youth more vibe, more perfect, and definitely that will lead the world and will be the decorative world in the near future. So thank you so much. I would like to focus these 5 things you have to maintain to come up with a great relationship among youth. So thank you so much, my dear honorable sister, for giving me the floor. And do you want to say something? So should I go forward?
Let me say something quickly, because I take one
All
point.
right.
You've spoken well, and
Sure.
you've shared with us so many points. And there is one particular point that I was attracted to, which I want to agree with you. Yes, it is time for us to listen to these youth. How can we listen to youth? Is by when we humble ourselves as a leader. I really appreciate it when Professor Sir Clyde Rivers said it yesterday, that the youth, we gain wisdom from us, we adults. And then he said that we adults need energy. So we will gain energy from the youth. So that
Right.
means this platform is for us to rub everything together to make it balance. And I want to appreciate the fact that the youth, represented by Ambassador Noor Ahmed from Bangladesh, he just stated it for us now, that we need to listen to us. Yes, we don't know it all, but when you listen to us, then you will be able to guide us. That is the word of Ambassador Noor. So, as a transformational leader, let's be willing to come to their level, listen to them. And that is the only way they can share what is inside of them. And then we can also nurture them, mentor them, guide them. But if you don't listen to them, how will you guide them? If you don't know them, how do you want to help them and support them? So on behalf of Ambassador Noor Ahmed, I want to implore all our great leaders on this platform to please be ready. Like I said, we are together. In your
Absolutely.
community, in your society, in your nation, be ready. Let's work together wherever you are and start listening to these, our young adults. Because as we are growing up, they are taking their position. Some of them have already taken their position. Some of them, they are still thinking, what can they do? So the time will come when we will just relax and this generation will take over, and we want them to lead us. We've led them already. Now it will be their time to lead us. And the only way to do that is when we listen and hear from them. So that is why this platform is with all our leaders. It could be 4-generation leaders on YYS platform. So thank you so much for your speech. Thank you so much for your commitment. I remember the very first day he joined us, not as a member, but as a visitor. And I saw potentials in him. And 30 minutes before our first leadership conference in 2020, if I can recall it, I phoned him off and I said, Ambassador Noor, I don't know you from no angle, but guess what? You are moderating my conference. I say, and then he asked me, how will I do it? I've never moderated before. I've never done this, and I don't even know anything about Yes, You Can International. I said, we work together. And look at him today. He's getting better and better. He's taking his position as a leader in the world. And I want to say thank you for listening and obeying the very first instruction for you to come and moderate. You started and you never stop, and you are growing every day. Now he's now the director of Yes, You Can International Youth Leadership, Empowerment and Network, Bangladesh. So all the few 1 or 2 leaders from his side will be speaking to us now. So please invite your leaders to speak to us.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, dear Honorable. Yes, I will be the unstoppable person because I will be the lifelong learner, and that will bring me to make you feel proud, inshallah, in for one day. Okay, so let's move on to the next next speaker. So Of course, I feel proud to announce the next speaker from Bangladesh. He has been doing such a fantastic job in his arena. Even he's a great leader. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Ambassador MAH Rafsanjani from Bangladesh. So, my dear brother, over to you.
Hello, brother.
Yes, brother, please open your
Yeah, am I
camera
audible?
so that we can see you. And yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, please carry on.
Okay. Thank you so much, brother, for giving me opportunity to share something. So I would like to start my discussion with this evening by thanking everyone and wishing you a happy new year 2023. I would like to thank Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas for organizing such a wonderful event in this evening. Through this event, people from all over the world are connected, are introduced with one another. So hello everyone, this is Rafsan. This is Ambassador Rafsan Jani from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I welcome you all to this session. Today we are all talking with the relationship. It matters end of the day for each and everyone's life. If we look back to the yes, you can, it's a great example of a relationship. In today's world, we all are talking about the change. We all are talking about the leaderships. We all, in this technological world, we all are looking for changes. In this world, we are looking for young leaders. We all are looking for young minds to change our society, to change the world. If asked me why, I want to say one thing, that when we came into this world, when we are born in the world, the very first step of our life, we didn't know anyone, anything in this society, in this family, or in this community. Someone came us and introduces us to each and everyone, and then relationship creates, and relationships connects us, and every relationship connects with us, every dot connects us, and by this system, we get a society, we get a family, and we get a community. Gradually, different types of facilities, of our activities, of our sense of responsibilities started in those places. End of the day, we are connecting. Before every relationship, we are connected with the dots. We are connected the dots, a person connected with another person. Responsibility connects with the responsibility. Many people, when gather, it creates a society. Many societies creates a community. Many communities in our world creating a beautiful living place. Today, we all are talking about the healthy, beautiful relationships, because end of the day, relationship matters and it inspires us. It makes us dream. It inspires us to be stronger. It inspires, it gives us mindset to overcome obstacles. In our daily life, relationships created in many ways. Today, we are talking with this virtual platform, different corners of the world. We are connected together. And here it's only possible for the relationship with our society, with our community, with our changes. And we must remember, we have to nurture our relationships. Just as planting a tree. After every relationship is like a planted tree. Here I'm going to mention 4 important things which help us to maintain a beautiful, healthy relationship. First one is communication, trust, respect, and love. So in every relationship, communication is must. What I'm saying, what I want to explain, the another person, the another side need to understand what actually I want to try to share. Then the trust is a very important. If I trust someone, then I will get trust by others. One. If I love someone, then I will get love. And in this community, in this world, we always believe that love and respect are the main factors behind the changes, behind the any change, behind the obstacle. And it's everything possible to overcome any obstacle by love, by respect. In a beautiful, healthy world, we don't want any war. We want peace, we want love, we want respect. And these all the things make our world a beautiful, livable place for all. I would like to wrap up my speech here with a quote. Peace begins with a smile. So my dear friends all over the world, keep smiling, stay with the change, and let's our world more beautiful for our next generation, for our next leaders. And remember, yes, you can. And together, yes, we can. We can change our. And
Yes,
finally,
we
thanks
can.
for giving me the opportunity to share my words in this beautiful platform with the young leaders of different corners of the world. And thanks again, Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas, for a wonderful initiative, for a wonderful platform. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ambassador
Well,
M.A.H. Rafsanjani. Thank you so much. This is your first time on our platform. Thank you for accepting the appointment of a leader with our Ambassador Noor Ahmed. This is what we do. This is what we stand for as Yes You Can International. So you are welcome, and we appreciate your sharing today, and we will act on those points. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ambassador Noor.
Yes, absolutely. It's really a proud moment for me as well. Thank you so much, my dear brother, for sharing such a great way about the relationship. How can we actually maintain our relationship with the 4 points and 4 parts? That really means a lot to me. And thank you so much for your contribution. We will have you, inshallah, for the next any upcoming events, because you are the true leader. You are the true youth who can have the ability to be a change maker. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's move forward. And I would like to welcome another eminent youth. Trust me, he has more passionate, apart from his study, he is more passionate to share all of his dedication task. He's want to be a great leader. He's tried to be a versatile with the different international platform as well as a great humanitarian activist. So let's welcome my dear brother, Ambassador, my dear brother from Bangladesh, Ambassador Calvin Boating. So my dear brother Calvin, over to you.
Am I audible?
Yes, perfect.
Hello.
You're audible. Yes, my dear brother, you're audible. You can share.
A happy New Year. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Before I begin my presentation, I would like to thank my to all guests of honor, those who are present here. I would like to thank, and I especially thank to Professor Elizabeth Lucas Mies and my brother, my mentor, Ambassador Noor Ahmed, for this great opportunity. Okay, so relation is a connection, involvement, association. Relations are a cornerstone of happiness and living a full life. Relation, so they come with a wide array of rewards. So relationship provide us with friends and family to share our lives with, and people who help us out help us out help us out to bring joys and loves in our life. So open communication, kindness, loyalty, trust, and willingness of forgiveness are some most important things, uh, to keep relationship afloat. Building connection, build a connection, good connection or good relationship, it takes time, effort, commitment, encourage. When I first came to hostel, so it was everything was new to me, as I'm from a indigenous community. I belong from indigenous community. So students from every part of Bangladesh over here, you can say it's a small Bangladesh. They have different mindset, different aspect, different perspective, and their behavior are different. So it was at first it was difficult to communicate or to build a relationship with them. So gradually, by showing my strong character, sense of humor, the way I treat them with respectfully, this is how I made a relationship with them. This is how I made. Then after some times, I made a small family in here. So I realized that family does not come with a blood relation. So family can be created by a good relation. So from my perspective, from my self observation, from my experience, I have made 4 points. The first one is know yourself. So if you want to build a good connection or a healthy connection, you have to know yourself. You have to strongly connect it to yourself. Actually, what you like, what does work for you, what doesn't work for you, what do you want to do, actually what is your strengths and weaknesses are. So it is important to focus and use your strength and weakness. Sorry. Um, a lot of times
You
we
are doing
forget.
great. You are doing great. Keep
Thank you, Miss.
sharing. Keep sharing. Don't worry. You know, we all started from somewhere. So keep sharing. Don't worry.
Thank you, Miss. A lot of time we forget to acknowledge and unconditionally accept our weaknesses. By embracing our weaknesses, do we actually become more grounded and more stronger as a person? Otherwise, we find ourselves easily offended by people, and we end up find ourselves a little bit defensive. So to make a relationship, you need to know yourself first. That's my first point. The second point is mutual respect. A relationship are like a relationship function like a mirror. Relationship function like a mirror. Eventually, it change will reflect onto how you treat it. So you have to treat people with respect if you want to be respected from others. So in our room, in our hostel, in my room, we have 4 members in our room. I am the most senior person in my room. So what as I'm senior, I can do so many things. I can play music loudly. I can talk to phone on loudly, but I don't do when anyone study. So I kept my mouth shut. I keep silent, and this is why they also treat me like that when it comes to my study. They treat me like that. They don't do anything that so that it disturb me. So this is how I maintain my relationship with them. This is how keep my relationship that this is how improve my relationship with my roommates, although they are junior than me, but I respect them. This is mutual respect from my perspective. And the third one is don't take it personally. Sometimes we are hurt by people's word. Actually, it might not be completely about us. It can be reflection of the way they are thinking and uh, the current emotional state or pattern of their behavior. Such as example, during COVID, I was working as a peon at hospital. So that time I was asked to bring a phone, a respiratory care phone. So I went to clerk. The clerk was yelled at me. So he told me that you didn't even know which one is the respiratory care unit phone. So in front of me, I was embarrassed. So I take time, I take a deep breath. Then I went to one of my brother that I trust most. So I went to him and I shared my story to him. So he advised me that sometimes people, we have to, as I'm a employee, we have to deal with patients so many times. And sometimes we have to deal with so many patients, and we cannot control our anger. And that clerk might be having some problem with his family or having some problem with his personal issue. So that time people cannot control their anger. So this is the thing that changed my point of view. I was like then he told me that not every people is nice. Some people are mean to you, might be mean to you. So be nice to them. So I was be nice to them. So this is the only way to spread positivity to them. So I was being nice to them. After some days, we had a good relation with him after some days. So this is how I made my relationship with them. So then
can you round up, please? Can you round up now your
yes, miss. One last point. The last point is communicating effectively. So we have to talk to our neighbors or friends frequently, talk face to face, or if you want to be listen your words to be listened by people, you have to listen to others. So this is how can we communicate with people. So this is how we make a good relationship. So at the end, all I want to say, because of good relation, today I'm here. Because of good relation, today I'm speaking and I'm sharing my knowledge with so many fine people. And this is and I'm very grateful to my mentor, Noor Ahmed, and Miss you, Elizabeth Lucas. I'm very grateful. That's all, Miss. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Well done. Well done. Keep up the good work and all the messages. I'm glad that you share the message with your own personal life, with your own stories. You practicalize your message, which is really good. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us as an ambassador and as a leader from Bangladesh. And also thank you for speaking to us today about relationship. We really appreciate that. And we believe that we continue to get better in our relationship, especially with the thoughts and the points that you have shared with us today. Thank you so much, Ambassador Kevin Botten. Over to you, Ambassador Noor.
Absolutely incredible sharing, my dear brother Calvin. I didn't even understand, I didn't even imagine that how beautifully you have shared. Trust me, you have shared the 4 points with me earlier before they speak. I was shared with you that try to address your personal story with the link of the 4 points, and that you have been done such a beautiful way. Look at the comment box. There's such a comment actually towards to you because of your fantastic sharing, fantastic way of speech. Don't share, don't think about it that you are the first, this is the first time that you have shared your words. This would be a great step towards your life that make you feel much better, confident, and will be the great leader in upcoming years. So thank you so much, my dear brother, for impactful sharing.
Okay. You have one more leader from your side. I can't see her or him on the platform. Brother Nu, I think the connection is knocked you out.
So yes, I also see that he is not there. Ambassador
Okay.
Srinitai
So
Choudhury.
can you call on Ambassador Dr. Ajas Ahmad, Advocate International Peace Ambassador, Secretary General of Santagraha Research Foundation, India, to quickly address us? Should I do that? Well, I've already mentioned mentioned his name. Okay, sir. Ambassador Ajas, can you quickly speak to us? Ambassador Adas Ahmad. Hello, we can see you. What's going on there? We can see you. Is it the connection?
Yes, dear Honorable Ajaz Ahmed, we can see you. You can see you raise your hand. Can you please share your words with us?
Okay, connection.
Okay, maybe the network connection.
Right, let's move on. What about our Dr. Patricia from Zimbabwe? Is she with us? Dr. Patricia, I think I saw her earlier on. Okay, she will join us again. I think it's the connection. We are beating up this connection no matter the case, but we need to round up quickly. So that is why let's call on Professor Dr. Ambassador Marine Mia from South Africa. Okay, please share 2 minutes, please, because we want to round up.
Yes, sure. Assalamu alaikum and greetings to everyone in the universe. The greeting of peace and blessings. Sorry, the video will not be coming on today. Network is a huge problem at the moment. Thank you, Able Excellency, for this amazing platform. There's so many beautiful takeaways from every speaker. So thank you to each speaker, and lovely hearing you, Ambassador Noor. Always lovely to listen to you. It's a beautiful session because we're talking about relationships. And I just want to say 2 things. One, if you think of that word, just quickly think of the word relationship. It's broken up into 2 words, relation and ship. So when you want to view this relationship that you're having, whether it's with whomever, view it as if it's a ship that's sailing with a relation. And then try to define what exactly do you wish for this relation to bring up, so that if that ship is sailing in some kind of a bad storm, how do you maintain that relationship? So that's just an analogy that you can keep using. But the 2 main points I'd like to leave behind are questions. I think every speaker has given some beautiful takeaways. We're not going to go into anything, but just 2 quick questions. The main key relationships that you will ever have are twofold. One is your relationship with God, your creator. Ask yourself, how is your relationship with God? Because that is ultimately what will define my second question. That second question is, what is your relationship with yourself? Because these 2 are highly interlinked into each other. Your relationship with God will define how you will curb and cope with things with your relationship with yourself as life progresses. So I will leave this there. I will leave it with 2 questions. Thank you so much, Honorable Queen. It's always lovely to join your platform, and thank you for the 2 minutes and the opportunity. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. And I pray that every other things that is going on in South Africa and in your family, that God will intervene and there will be peace to reign in your heart, in your family's heart, and also in the country. I pray that God will uphold you. And thank you so much for still finding time to come and join us here today. Now I can call on thank you so much, Dr. Professor Ambassador Mia from South Africa. Thank you so much for sharing. Dr. Patricia, we've called you. Please share with us. You're going nowhere. Please share with us quickly.
All right, thank you. It's my network. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you for giving me this opportunity today to talk about relationship matters. As an educationist, I'm a mother, I'm a counselor, and activist. I'll center my discussion on parent-child relationship because this relationship is very important. Because if it is not correctly done, it leads to so many problems in life. We know that a child is born to a loving mom and dad. We have decided that I want to have a baby, or a child can grow up in the hands of a foster parent. So this relationship is the one that lays the foundation for the child's personality, for the child's behavior, for the child's choices in life. Above all, you do in life, you should pray for guidance as a parent and wisdom from the Almighty. As parents, we always want the best for our children. We definitely need an environment which has got a positive parent-child relationship. When the child is brought into this earth, there is a unique bond between the child and the parents, and that a bond that is made out of this builds a strong relationship between a parent and a child, and as a result, the children that are a result from this relationship grow with a secure, healthy attachment to their parents. The children also stand a better chance of developing a healthy, happy, and fulfilling relationship with others in life because it has got a ripple effect. The foundation for a better social and academic skills are laid out from a healthy parental involvement and intervention with our children daily. Are we doing this as parents? We involve ourselves in our children's lives. It's so sad. As an educationist, I've witnessed some parents not showing up even at their children's functions or events, where still when a child is receiving an award or is getting a prefect's investiture, where you need as a parent to remove the responsibility that has been given to your child, but you do not even attend. So we have had to stand in as local parents, but really this is not healthy, because in the end we have ended up. So we have to build and maintain a healthy relationship with our children, as this secure attachment leads to healthy social, emotional, cognitive, and motivational development. So many of us, we communicate with our children, but we do not at all connect with them. Many a time, our children do not confide in us the problems that they have. They confide with the maid, they confide with a stranger. Let's connect with our children. Eye contact, the eye connect, the heart connect itself. Smile and appreciate God's gift to you as a parent, and be warm and have a loving interaction. Our children, they need guidance from us as parents, so we should navigate and pave their way. However, when we are guiding, we should always have boundaries and rules that our children should follow. If you tell make them understand why you are saying that they should go for bedtime, it is homework time, it is TV time, it is home time. Our children need these structures and guidance, because sometimes they end up losing their way. As parents also, we should develop a big ear and also eyes to notice what is happening to our children as they grow up.
Thank you.
I know
Can
that
you round up,
sometimes
please?
last child. All right. Who noticed at 8 months that her child was pregnant? So we should have big eyes and develop big ears to listen to our children. Yes, we can. And yes, you can. Thank you so much. I could
Thank
have
you
gone
so
on.
much,
Thank you. Thank
Dr.
you.
Patrick. I know if we give you 5 hours on this platform, you have a lot to share with us. That's why I have to culture you and say, please, next time, please, we will give you enough time. And the good news is this topic is very important. And because of that, we are doing part 2 of this topic. Relationship matters in 2023. How can we build, maintain, and keep relationship? So for the month of February, we will continue with this topic. You can see that we booked for 10 to 12, but you can see how important this relationship is, and people are trying to express themselves, and we need to learn from one another. So that is how, but I'm trying not to keep you too long anymore. So I want to give only one or two people to quickly share with us. But before I do that, let me appreciate Bishop Nelson Person. Let me appreciate Professor Charles Ebora. Let me appreciate Ambassador Samuel Camara. Let me appreciate our professor. I'm sure she'll be leaving us soon to prepare for the great event that we have in an hour's time. So we appreciate you. And I will also be one of the speakers there. So that is why I need to round up this one quickly so that I can have a nice cup of tea and relax a bit before I jump into another meeting. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming. Ambassador Kande Kambo from Sierra Leone is our director of YYCI, YLEN. Can you speak to us this afternoon, please, if you are still here? Ambassador Kande Kambo. Ambassador Kande Kambo. All right, we move to Ambassador Samuel Camara. Please share your thoughts with us quickly.
Good afternoon all. I'm so glad to be here today, and from all the indications, we have got great leaders, and what I've learned so far from these 3 days, so good. And I appreciate every leader for their inspiration and messages to us aspiring to be leaders. We are leaders in various societies, but here we have leaders. So I appreciate all of them. And I just want to say I've learned a lot from YYCI. So I just want to say thank you. God bless.
Thank you so much. And that's one of our leaders from Sierra Leone. Let's also move quickly to another country, Pakistan, to call on Ambassador Tabitha James to quickly share with us.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for that opportunity, Dr. Queen Elizabeth. Thank you so much for this. Today is very informative for me. I inspired many things. I gained many knowledge from that. And relationship is just like a part of body. When we injure in our finger, we that pain feel our body, full body pain that feel. That's mean that when your partner feel pain, you feel pain. When your partner feel struggle, pain, and everything, that you feel pain. That is the if your partner laughing, then you are laughing. If your partner sad, you are sad. If your partner embarrassment you feel that feeling. This is the a relationship. This is a good relationship. In relationship, love is very important thing. Love cover a multitude of sins. Love is essential for relationship. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my wonderful Ambassador Japita Jess. Thank you for sharing with us this afternoon. I want to
Thank
call
you so
quickly.
much for this.
Thank you so much. I want to call on quickly, call on Ambassador Kasif Zia. Kasif Zia. Ambassador Kasif Zia. Am I right? Are you see here?
Yes, Kashif Zia.
Kashif Zia. No? Okay, let me call on Ambassador Robina Pavas. Nope. Okay. Let me
Maybe
quickly
Khurram Javed.
Okay. Okay, call on Khurram Javed, Ambassador Khurram Javed. Can you quickly share with us quickly? And after that, Kasif Zia, can you quickly share with us 2 minutes? Please, because we want to close in 5 minutes. Are you sharing with us? I can see your face.
Kashif.
I am audible. I am audible
Yes,
to all of
yes,
you.
yes.
Okay,
Please.
okay. Thank you,
From
sir.
Pakistan.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable Dr. Queen Elizabeth and the distinguished speakers and all the participants. A very warm good evening and a happy new year to all of you. The topic under the discussion, which is relationship, is really wonderful. And I have to share my point of view regarding communication with the family. Because in relationship, effective communication plays a vital role in building, maintaining, and keeping the relationship with the family. So as we know that communication within the family is extremely important because it enables members to express their needs, wants, and concerns to each other. So open and honest communication creates an atmosphere that allows family members to express their differences as well as love, admiration for one another. So I am focusing some of the points which I'm going to share with you. Number one is listen carefully to others' point of view. The second is schedule family time because in this very hectic days when we have no time with the families to spend with each other. So establish family routines, eat meals together, allows for one-to-one meetings or one-to-one time. So be an active listener because listening is very important. And the second one is attack the problem, not each other. So show kindness and appreciation.
Thank you.
So once
Thank you
again,
so-
this is all from my side. And once again, thank you so much, Dr. Queen Elizabeth. Take
Thank
care
you.
for inviting me and God bless you all.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being our ambassador from Pakistan. We appreciate your leadership and we are going to work together this year, 2023. So I'm going to arrange meeting for all our leaders from Pakistan very soon. Ambassador Kashif Zia, can you quickly share with us, please? We can hear you. We can hear you. No, we can hear you. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Just
We
want to
can
say
hear you.
something.
Okay, he's saying something, but we can't hear him. So he needs to unmute himself. We can't hear him. All right, we need to move on since we can hear him. Where is Ambassador Robina Pavas? Quickly, because we want to really close this. Okay, we can hear you as well. Can you unmute yourself? We can hear you. Please.
Thank you, Bishop Nelson Pervez.
Okay.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We can hear you now. Yes, please speak.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay. All right. I think it's the connection. Can you hear us? No? All right. Okay. Ambassador Ajas Ahmad, can you hear us? Nope. Okay. Right. This is where we're going to end this conference. And I want to express my gratitude to all our leaders, our patrons and matrons, our guests of honor. Oh, you are still here, Professor Nada. I thought you've gone already. Are you not preparing for the next?
I'm always ready. I'm ready.
Okay, okay. Do you want to quickly say something to us before you go?
Yes, I want to say that these 3 days were really amazing, very motivated, inspirative. I think that all of us here and all who are watching, listening, needs to think about this big word relationship. Because if we don't have good, healthy relationships full of love, full of peace, I think that we don't need to. It's very bad to say not to live, but there is no sense of living without that. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you, dear great queen, for organizing this 3 days conference with all these amazing speakers, guests. Directors, patrons, matrons, all the leaders, because I can say that we learn a lot, we hear a lot, and really we are filled with new energy. Our youth, yesterday, today, the first day, great youth. We see the youth from our Ambassador Noor. We see the youth from India. We see the sons of our great Raja, our Manat. So the youth is our future. Let's connect with them. Let's help them because I think that is our mission to help our youth, and that is the only way how can we make a better world. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Professor Nada. And we really appreciate your 3 days. Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, because I think that this is one of the most important topics on the world. Really, really. In my life, with my family, on my work, everywhere. So
thank you so much. And that is why we're going to extend this topic. We're going to repeat do the part 2 of Yes You Can Transformational Leadership Conference, part 2 of relationship matters in 2023, how to build, maintain, and keep relationship. The part 2 is coming up on the, let me give you the date so you can put it in your diary straight away. So that will be February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of February. The same topic, part 2. So if you're interested in speaking, if you're interested in joining, please, I want you to prepare yourself and connect with me, and then we will list up the speakers and our guests of honor. So thank you so much for that. Right. I want to express my gratitude to Ambassador Amas. I know the connection wasn't good today for him. I can see him, and I know every one of us can see you, but the connection is not allowing you to speak to us. I want to appreciate Ambassador Agda Magic Joseph that has spoken to us probably yesterday. And can you please prepare yourself for February to speak again with your artistic level? Yes, please. And I want to appreciate Ambassador Robina and Pavas and Ambassador Kasif Seer, even though the connection is really bad today, but we can see you. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate you dearly. And I pray that next time, February, you'll be able to speak. So thank you so much. I want to appreciate finally, I want to appreciate also all our guest speaker, guests of honor. I want to appreciate my big brother from Netherlands, sitting down, relaxing for almost 3 days. Ambassador Dr. Frank Sonion. Thank you so much for being with us throughout the conference. I also want to seize this opportunity to appreciate my bishop. I am in between my bishop and professor who is going to close us with prayer. And I think it's good to have a double blessing. So once I express my gratitude finish, I want Professor Charles to first of all pray, and then Bishop to crown it up with another prayer. Prayer is never too much. So since I have
sorry,
them,
I just want to request you, because I just received a request from Aksa Majid, our ambassador. She also want to pray. So if she will be
so
also
instead of Bishop, we will ask our sister Ambassador Magic Joseph to pray with us as my mentor.
I will do the final blessing, please.
The time is because
it's okay.
What do you think? What do you think, everybody? Should we accept 3 people to?
No, I just want to only blessing words.
Okay, all right. Okay, at your service. Okay, let's start with Ambassador. Let's start with Professor Charles to lead us in closing prayer.
I appreciate you, my dear sister.
Yes,
I appreciate everybody. It started very fine, and we're ending fine. Pray that the grace of God will remain permanent upon our life.
Amen.
As you have listened attentively, the peace of God, the love of God, the anointing of God shall locate us in our various endeavors. No weapon that will fashion against us that will prosper. We shall come to excel in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Everywhere we go to, we shall excel in the name of Jesus.
Amen. 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 I want also to appreciate Ambassador Magic Joseph to also lead us in prayer.
Yes. In the name of Jesus, dear God, I'm praying for all those people that are suffering in the health problem and other issues. Please help them and let them enjoy a happy life. And 2023 for bless for us and keep joying for us. God bless all of you. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. And
Amen.
to finally, Bishop, you can send your blessings. Bishop
The Lord
Nelson.
bless. Yes, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenances upon you and give you peace. God bless you, everyone. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we quickly go, I just noticed we have another person. He's not human being, or he's a great dog. So we acknowledge your dog, sir. What is the name of your dog? Dr. Frank. What's the name of your dog? We can see him in the conference.
It's a cat. It's a cat.
Is it cat?
It's not a dog, it's a cat.
Oh, sorry. I'm not seeing it properly. What's the name of your cat?
Felix.
Felix.
He is always wanting cuddle. He always comes and he don't want to go away. He always.
Oh, wow. So that's why we acknowledge him as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It is a relationship we have with animals.
Oh,
it's really important.
Yes, we have relationship with nature, with animals, with everything. So why not? We are all created by God Almighty. So this is where we're going to end our conference today. Please, I've placed the email and the link for you to fill the form. Please do, so that we can make things better. In that form, we have your name, your email, where you're from, what you're doing, and then we want you to give us feedbacks and what you've learned so far from this conference, because that is the only way we can do what we do, if we can hear feedback from you all. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for being there for us, because Dr. Elizabeth cannot be YYCI Transformational Leadership Conference for herself alone. If you are not there, I can't do it. And you supported us in every way. Thank you so much. So this is the end of this conference. Permit me to click the button immediately I play this